Hello, I'm Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram, and this is fucking talking shit with Eagle, episode 366. Mr. Smiley's Garden is in the house, getting himself some refreshments. He'll be in seconds. Hopefully, you guys had a great Monday. I fucking have had a great Monday. Got some rust, got some work done, got some stuff ordered for the show. Can't wait to get some more stuff out into the community. One thumbs up already. That's pretty awesome. I can't even see chat yet. My internet's a dragon. There we go. Now we can see some folks. Jason Eyestone must have been first. Stu Moo, Andy, cheers to you. Blind Cat 420, me all flower. Sorry about being late, guys. Had to refix my camera. It fell last night. If you remember during the show, I kind of like just barely had her up there. And then when I played with it last night, it fell. It fell on me. Johnny Kennedy looking good in that shirt, my friend. Looking good in that shirt. Seen your posts. Those of you, couple of you others that got some t-shirts should have been landing today. I ordered up some new shirts. Couple of shirts for the ladies that wanted some shirts and all that good stuff. So yeah, some more coffee cups, kind of getting ready for 420 events. There's Smiley. What's up, Smiley?
Fuck, man. I was sitting here like trying to type all this shit in chat. I was listening to you and I had the camera off. I was just going to type into chat and then I hit the wrong fucking button and some other video came up. Fucked me up. I was like, what? Trying to jump back in. My bad. Trying to be all sly and I messed it up, man. I messed it up. That's what happens, I guess.
Get used to the fucking. I'm changing this camera. I'm back to having the camera back on the boom, but I've like lengthened it down so it kind of reaches down in front of the screen. So I'm trying to get it to like, so right now it's not a good example because I'm looking completely away from the camera. But I'm trying to get it to where I can hang it like directly in front of like the screen. So when I look at chat and all that, I'm not like bouncing around with my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Looking all crazy. But I still haven't got it right. I'm still farting around with it. It's a daily adjustment. So
Always.
with that being said, I fucking every day it's in a different spot, so I forget where the fuck it is when I'm like looking around. I'm looking into the zoom into the monitor, but I forget where the fucking camera is at.
Hell yeah.
Mister.
What's going on,
That
man?
name reminds me of the fucking the Mister. The Mister. Remember that fucking Happy Gilmore?
Yeah.
That's what that actually bought me another new little rig today. Put the bigger rig up and then kind of got me this little guy here. Little fat banger.
Oh, yeah.
Broke it in a little bit today.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm fucking still cheesing on the fucking crystals.
Yeah, dude, that was
That
dope, man. That was Detroit River Rat sent you that?
yeah.
What was
Fucking
in
all
them?
these look. They're
What's in them?
crystals.
Yeah, but there's like a cork in the top, and it looked like there was something in them or whatever. Like they were like a little
Yeah.
hollowed out jar or
No,
something.
these are the glass. They're the glass themselves, but inside are crystals. That's
Oh,
what's
okay.
inside. They're different colored crystals inside.
All right.
Amethyst and clear quartz and all that good stuff. 7 different stones and all inside the skulls.
There you go, man. Stoned right up.
Right. And then they came with some other stones, 3 bigger stones, rose quartz, and gotta look up the other one. It's green, like a red stone. All of them good luck stones. I know that much, but I'm struggling for the names right off the top of my head.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up, Johnny?
What's up, Johnny?
Sporting.
Oh shit, you got her.
Sporting. Oh yeah, I saw that, man. Where'd you get all that?
Detroit River Rat sent me a little random act of kindness. Fucking.
Man, that was awful nice of him to do that.
Been good.
Yeah, it
Cheers,
was.
guys. How are you?
You
Cheers,
doing,
Vegas.
Vegas, sir?
What's up, Johnny? How's your internet
How you
connection? Good.
You know, that was really strange that day. I couldn't, I mean, literally, I had to stand out in the sun. And next thing you know, my phone overheated. It shut off. It said, your phone is too hot.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So I had to go stick it in the freezer.
That works, eh?
It does.
How's it
Cools
going,
it right
Smiley?
now.
Nice update on your garden, buddy.
Good, thanks, man.
Mr.
Yeah,
Eagle Gardens. How are you, sir?
Vegas, how you doing? Always a pleasure, my friend.
Eagle, thank you for the shirt. Fits right.
Welcome. Glad. Proud to see him. See you guys wear them, my friend. Proud to see you guys wear
Indeed. Yes.
I gotta send out stickers.
Yeah, I got a sticker here too. I thought that was pretty cool.
them. Oh yeah, look who he's got there. Huh?
Like that.
That's how you
Yeah.
right there.
I like that one.
And then I got one of these too.
I like that one too.
Very nice.
And then of course I got the old one. The original. Love that.
I'd still like to get a couple T-shirts like that with that on there. That's for sure. You know what I think's another thing about, like I talked about earlier, about getting the shirts at different times with them all a little bit different. And so when we do stumble on, like yesterday, where we're all kind of wearing a shirt, which I thought was kind of cool, but Jack had to come on the same time with his on. We all got different colors. You know, if I pass out different colors, it won't look like such like a safety meeting when we all come on at once with the same shirt.
I like it.
Safety meeting. I like it. Yeah.
Make sure to sign the
Okay.
clipboard. We're in a safety meeting. Yeah.
Too funny.
What up, Lexi Lex? Cheers to you.
So
Yeah.
I went out this morning, put my trash out. Noticed that my swamp cooler that I had out in the front was stolen. Somebody decided they needed it more than I did.
That's always a treat. Huh?
Yeah,
That sucks,
What?
man.
yeah.
Huh?
So I drove around the neighborhood to see if I could see anybody out there installing one, but
How the
know.
fuck do you
Doesn't
steal
come with a
swamp
tracking
cooler?
device, I guess, eh?
that thing was 3 foot by 3 foot. It was a cube. You know, it's a cube, a big thing. And it had one of those barrel cage or fans in it, you know. And yeah, they got that sucker. It was heavy. Wasn't that heavy, but you know, without water in it, it's not that heavy.
Hmm.
But bummer. I was going to utilize that for my grow this year. I was going to incorporate it into the grow somehow. Doesn't look like I'll be doing that. When I called the police, they said, "Yeah, well, it's only worth $200." I ain't even doing a report. And I looked at them and I go, "Yeah, they needed it more than I did."
Yeah, they don't really give us. There's no money in that for them. They're like, yeah, dude. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
they're not going to spend any money driving around looking for it. So basically, guess you could just go steal shit without getting in trouble.
Sign of the times.
That's it.
Say it.
Cameras, outdoor cameras, and a 45 usually can avoid police phone calls. Just saying.
Yeah, I understand that. My neighbor's got a camera that's pointing at that direction, so I'm gonna go ask him if I can take a look at his footage.
There you go. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You find out it's the little girl next door that just ran off with it, made a dollhouse out of it or something, you know what I mean?
Threw it up on her back.
Dude, there was, what was it? A friend of mine had a chicken go missing, okay? He had some chicken in his backyard. And so it happened more than once, right? So it was a little girl next door trying to set the chickens loose to free the chickens.
Compassionate little shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, how are you gonna get mad at that? You know, it's like, oh,
I'm just trying to free the caged chickens.
yeah. So he killed one and put it in a boiling pot for her. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
There's your chicken.
Yeah, that's anyway.
That's funny. My ex used to live on a farm with her family, and one day she came home from school, and her little pet goat or lamb or whatever it was, I'm not sure what it was, some sort of a animal like that, wasn't around, you know, and that night they had this really great dinner. I mean, you know, it was just a really good dinner. And then after the dinner, they told her, she asked where her little friend was, and they said, "Oh, that was dinner." Oh, she never
Puke.
she never let that one go, man. I mean, that was one she held on to for the rest of her life.
We need to traumatize the fuck out of her.
I'm telling you, man, that would be horrible. Yeah, you just ate your bunny rabbit. I mean, but I guess it was a lamb. It was a really good eating lamb, I guess.
Yeah,
But that's what they had it for, you know?
should have been
Little
some
shit. She went got attached to it, you know?
Yeah,
Wasn't-
we're gonna make a sweater out of this in the end. So
You warm for a lifetime with this coat.
Yeah, I don't think they
Memories in the
explained that. So how'd your day go today, Eagle?
Good, good. I got a bunch of shit done around the house. Got a little napper in. Made it across town. Got some more stuff done. Got busted at the shirt factory there, or the t-shirt place. It was funny because I was in there and I was talking with the owner about some shirts and whatnot. And one of his guys come in. And they're like, this is, Eagle. And they're like, oh, they get talking a little bit. And obviously one of their wives are with them. They're like, oh, that makes sense. As soon as we pulled up, you could smell cannabis coming from that vehicle. I'm like,
Busted.
yeah, that's me. Anyways, yeah, they totally said, yeah, you could smell it as soon as I got out of my car. You could smell cannabis rolling from yours. So I'm like, I smoked my way here.
Happens.
Yeah, it's a long ride. It's a long ride. That's how we gauge rides around here. Is how many joints.
The
That's how
two-joint
we
ride.
judge. Yeah, the link ride. Yeah, it's a 2-joint ride. Good.
Oh, that's good. I love that.
I had that argument with the guy inside too, because he is not a cannabis user, but he's not against it. And he's even proved, making. I didn't even have to say anything. He's making all the arguments for me for cannabis and everything. And that's basically right before they came in too. You know, he's like, man, people that drink, you can't function or whatever. And I even like laughingly said, you know, shit, I've been smoking weed all fucking day long, and I smoked on my way here, and I fucking can function just as good as anybody fucking on any crew right now. It's, you know what I mean? He's like, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's right there. Even Lexi had brought up that point last night, or the night before, about drinking. She's like, I just don't like to drink, man. I don't like the way I feel, with weed. If I get to a point where it's too much, I can stop, let it fade, come back. You know what I mean? You can't do that with alcohol, man. You get too drunk, you're in for the ride, or you pass out or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good for my neck though. That's about the only good thing. Is it sometimes I don't care what I do, my neck is just, and I take a shot, boom, loosens it right up. The key is to stop at that one shot. Maybe it could get looser. Let's try one more.
Yeah, the next when it's loose, it's like this.
Yeah, you're out. I was thinking, you were talking about, I don't know, something reminded me of the first time I got pulled over by a county sheriff. It wasn't too far from here, actually. And I was young. I was married. I got married kind of young. I must have been maybe 22. Okay. And my wife at the time, she didn't smoke weed. So I would always come home from my hard day at work, roll up a joint. I'm going to go run. In other words, I'd drive to the track and I'd do my workout and I'd smoke a joint on the way. Then I'd come home and take a shower so she couldn't smell it. And that was a routine that went on for several years. But one night, I'm getting my joint ready. I'm like, fuck me. And this cop pulls me over and I'm like, fuck, I'm done. I'm just thinking, God, my whole life is, I'm young, right? I've never really been in any trouble. And I know my wife's going to probably divorce me now and all this shit is just running through my head. And a guy comes up, he goes, I can smell the strong odor of marijuana. That's because I was smoking a joint. I just told him, he goes, do you have it? I go, yeah, here it is. He goes, do you have any more? I go, nope. I roll a joint I told him my routine. I go, my wife doesn't smoke weed. I roll a joint every night. I come here to the track and do my workout, smoke a joint. There's license and registration. I'm like, fuck. Takes it, he comes back, he says my name, right? Are you related to Jim? And my name, right? I go, yeah, that's my cousin. He was just killed by a drunk driver and I was at his funeral. He goes, you have a nice day. That was it. So
Wow.
I sat
That's
there.
deep.
Oh, dude, I prayed to my cousin. I was like, dude, thank you so much, brother.
Dude,
It's like,
thanks for stepping up, man.
We weren't that close, you know what I mean? It was, and it was bad news and what happened. He was like 6 years older, but he was a lead foot anyway. I go, fuck, I knew he was going to kill himself like that. He was going like 120 miles an hour and a drunk driver hit him while he was going through an intersection to some scene of a crime in the back roads of Washington County going 120 miles an hour. What the fuck, Anyway, God rest his soul. And thank you, Cousin Jim. Thank you again for that. That was so
that's
long
deep.
ago. I haven't thought about that in years. And I almost wanted to go back and tell my wife at the time. I'm like, man, I just kept that one, kind of buried it.
Yeah, you don't poke a bee's nest.
Dude, I divorced.
You might get stoned.
I was married, I think, 8 or 9 years, and I just said, fuck it, I can't do this. It was really a bad marriage. And that was the only time I've been married. And that was, fuck. I got a divorce when I was 28. So how long ago? I was well over 30 years ago. Single life for over 30 years. Confirmed bachelor, basically.
Man,
It's too late now.
I got married at 20 and was married for 13 years. So.
Really? Congratulations, dude. Dude.
Dodging it ever since. Fuck that. No, I don't know. Once bitten, twice shy, baby.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, I think it's the contract itself that bothers me. Because it's used as an instrument to beat the shit out of you if things don't go wrong. If things go wrong.
Yeah, that and there's like that fine print area where like the blowjobs stop, and then like that's no longer part of the fucking agreement, and you're like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
Well, the part where you have to drop a blood in this one little circle really got me, you know.
I knew I was going to get bucked because that was the time in those days. The guy got screwed pretty much, and
Oh yeah.
so I just gave her everything. You know, left with my car. I had a few plants growing, so I put them in the back of my truck and headed over to my buddy's house, and we finished the grow out in his garage. That's how I paid him for staying there for a while. I stayed in a 8-foot trailer in his driveway for quite some time. Anyway, those were the good old days.
That's funny. I stayed in a 16-foot trailer. Wasn't that much bigger.
I pulled out of it pretty well. I mean, I knew how to grow. And long story short, where I was staying just down the road, there was a house for sale by owner. Went in and talked to the owner. He had 2 houses for sale. At that time, I had really good credit, so I bought them both. And I rented one out and I grew in the other, and here we are. You know, paid all my child support. Nobody can figure out how you doing that? How you do, you know, I'm collecting pop cans at night. I've had all kinds of stories about how.
There's a lot of pop cans on the roads.
Anyway, it was weed has helped me a lot. And then I got busted and things went shitty for a few years. And now it's good again. So there. Get back on the horse.
Back on.
Yeah. I was growing, I had a cop standing in my driveway and the house that I bought that I was growing in, it was fucking huge grow for one guy. And it was a garage they took the garage doors off and they built a double pane window, and I painted that window like black, and then on the outside I painted it to match the house. And the girl across the road who I ended up dating for a while, she was always getting in trouble, and the cops come and they're fucking right, and she knows what's going on, and they're standing like 3 feet from my fucking girl, and I'm just fucking going, Jesus God. You know?
You're just about ready to quake out of your shoes, right?
I was scared to death. All right. Again, it was early on. I'd never been busted. Never been in any trouble, really. And of course, I had to talk with her after that. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Well, I'm sorry. I was just pissed off. I'm like, yeah, go get pissed off something. But anyway, colorful history on the Bingus.
Good times.
Marriage. Dude, 4/20/26. I feel you being so now you're scared of marriage? Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, it's the legality of it. I would love to have a woman.
It's the cost of it.
But I'm not going to get married, period. So that kind of, that kind of takes care of it. You know, everybody wants to get married and they want to lock you down and get your, you know. And nowadays, you don't have to get married. You just have to live together for 7 years, and you might as well be married because they got all the same rights. And but there's no contract, and children are the one that. See, I had two boys, older boys was with my ex, and it just really raises hell with them. The system is the one that fucks them up. It's not the parents. The system teaches the parents to go at each other for money. And dude, back then, if you had a job and you got in arrears with child support and they garnished your wages, you'd get fired. Pretty much 80% of the time, like, you're causing us extra book work. See ya. You know, fuck. You know. So you had to make, and you always had to pay through the state, and I never got a tax return ever. They would just take it, right? They would take it, and so I rarely did taxes. You know, it's weird. You have this dream as a young man, and you get married, have the 2.5 kids, a white picket fence, you know, Ozzie and Harriet type of life. And it just doesn't turn out that way. And then you get a divorce. And I lost all hope, really, because I was just constant. I couldn't keep a job. And I'd get behind. I mean, I'd try to grow, and then I started getting busted. I'm like, fuck. You know, it's just.
It's a never-ending story, man. Yeah.
That's the system, you see. And so, am I afraid of marriage? 420? Fuck yeah. It's really a way to fuck you up big time if you're not careful. Just saying.
It did me. And my wages were always garnished at every job that I had. So I always had 2 to 3 jobs. And one was on the table and the other 2 weren't. So that I would be able to live, you know, and make my ends meet. Because the way the state does it, they literally take 50% of what you make.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
You know,
they are not gentle.
Up to, but yeah.
Yeah, you gotta negotiate. You don't want to get in arrears. That's when things get shitty. Okay, yeah. and it happens, man. I mean, I was paying a lot of fucking child support, and there's times when I wasn't growing, or you know, I didn't have a place to grow, and keeping a job when it didn't work out too well. That's why I put on a carpenter's belt and took my carpenter skills to the mat. It would kind of bail me out, and I would live in little rooms that were like $200 a month. And just get by, you know. And it's really no way to live, I'll be honest. And my sons, I mean, I get them every other weekend, hopefully. You know, I had to drive, you know, 30 minutes, 45 minutes to pick them up. And she was just terrible, always berating me to them, and really screwed up my oldest boy's head. My second son. He went the other direction. He was the guy that was always for dad, and that's the son I live with now. We get along very well. And my oldest boy finally came around and realized what had happened, because they would ask me, "What's going on here? What, you know?" I was like, "Dude, I can get into it if you want, but you're not going to understand. And at some point in your life, you're going to understand." And they both came to me as, you know, when they were in their teenage, you know, I get it. That's when they decided to come and live with me too. I had exhausted all my resources in the courts to try to get custody, right? Even to the point where I started representing myself, right? And the judge takes me aside one day and says, "You know, your boys are old enough to actually choose to come to live with you if they want." And I went, "No fucking way." He goes, "Yeah." So that happened pretty quickly. And then, holy shit, I had two teenage fucking sons that, geez, they were getting D's and F's in school, and just they were not up to speed, man. So it was like a couple of years of, all right, guys, listen, here's the rules. All right, you're gonna have to get at least a B, at least a 3-point average, or I'm just not going to be able to let you have any freedom. And my oldest boy, like, yeah, right. And my number 2 boy, he was like, all right, you know, we're just kind of glad to be able to do what we want, right? I go, as long as you get, you know, good grades, then I'll let you kind of have your freedom. Boy, I fucking eat those words. But the first, you know, grade period, they didn't make it. And so, fuck. It's all right, you know, you're basically grounded. Boy, that was tough. And because, dude, I'm disciplined and I don't let up. And I was working at home at the time on the internet. So after that, after they realized Dad's not going to give in, they were on the honor roll every fucking, dude. In school, honestly, let's be honest.
Perfect.
All you gotta do is show the fuck up and do the work, and you're gonna get a B, really, because most people won't do that. All right, and you get, you know, and be nice, be polite. I would be polite to your teacher. So, yes, ma'am. No, sir. Be, you know, work them. You know, get that, work for that good grade. And fuck, you know, they did really well in school, right? But then, guess what? Every fucking weekend, guess what, Dad? There's a kegger, da 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 da. I'm like, fuck me. And I'm like, all right, I'm going with you. Fuck. And dude, not fun. And then I was the parent that had the bad reputation because I was drinking with the young kids and shit. And really, I'm just fucking making sure nothing goes wrong. I broke out, I don't know how many fights I had to break up, and we'd go to these keggers. I'd say, okay, first thing we're going to do, we're going to look for the escape route and set your watches and your alarm on your watches for midnight, because that's when the cops are going to show up. And sure enough, every, you know, around that time, I'd hear our watches go off. I'd say, you guys, yeah. And then sure enough, boom, 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 and we'd be gone, right? Except for this one time when they just barged in, didn't knock, and everybody starts fucking hiding and shit. And I'm like, fuck, and I hide behind the refrigerator in the garage, and they find me, and they're like, so you're the guy that provided all the alcohol. I go, no, dude, no, I'm just here to pick up my boys. Right? So my oldest boy, he's right there.
Just hide behind this refrigerator looking for my kid.
My oldest boy,
have you seen him?
he's right there. He's like, he goes, this your son? I go, yeah. He goes, where's the other one? I go, I don't know. And then he goes, this is the best part. The fucking ceiling case. He was in the attic, right?
There he is.
You guys fall through the fucking ceiling into the dining area, right? And all the insulation and shit. And they're just like, and he goes, let me guess, this is your other boy? I'm like, yeah. He goes, you guys get out of here. I'm fucking, yes, sir. Fuck, I was just like, thank God, you know. And that's just one story, man. It was, my boys and I have lived quite the life. Just because of the situation. See, that wouldn't, all that shit wouldn't, not that it was a bad thing. I look back and laugh now. Was it fun for me? Fuck no, dude. Could I have a relationship? No way. Dude, I got 2 teenage fucking boys that are wild, dude. You're talking hybrids, half Japanese, half American. I mean, it's tremendous athletes, very popular, just like, fuck, you know? And so they really put me to the test, but we're very close, and they both are doing excellent now. So sorry guys, I kind of went on a little tangent there.
That was a great
Hybrid
story.
Vigor? Is that hybrid vigor than Bingus?
Definitely. Vigor is a good thing when it comes to humans, Smiley. I'm telling you. I mean, it's like, okay, let's have arm wrestling contests and drink. I'm like, fuck, you know, and or wrestling contests is in my living room. We had a bench, dude. I would work out. We had a bench in my living room, and so my boys, they clang, clang, and you know, in the middle of the fucking night, I got to get up at work in the morning. And it's just, dude, but they were on the, we're on the honor roll. And then I had a parent call me. What's this about you telling your sons as long as they're on the honor roll, they can do whatever the fuck they want? I just went, oh shit. I go, what works? Well, it's not working very well. My son rolled in at 4:00 this morning because of your boys. You know, so I definitely didn't have a very good reputation. Which
I would have just asked her, is he on the honor roll?
And then I wouldn't let him do that.
If he wasn't on the honor roll, you probably shouldn't have let him go out with them guys.
Dude, I was tough on my kids the first time. They wouldn't pick up their shit, right? So I'm like, pick up your stuff. No, they'd pick it up and then it'd be there the next morning. I'm like, fucker. So, and their mom used to buy them all kinds of, just spoil the shit out of them. And so I took my staple gun out and I stapled all their shit to the floor. Guess what? They pick shit up even today, even now. Because, you know, you get a pair of like $200 Nikes stuck, you know, with the staple, you know, the framing staplers, you know.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Dad, how do I get this?
Yeah.
Maybe you should have picked them up to begin with. You weren't listening. Anyway.
A little harder to pick up after you get done with them.
Yeah, you have to take extreme measures at times. You got to train those hybrids. You got to bend them over and get them in the dirt. Get those extra roots growing. Right, Eagle?
That's what my girlfriend had 2 boys too, and she would fucking train them off food. She said they were driven on food. So they're like, yeah, she was like, you're not gonna eat dinner until you pick up all your shit or you pick up your room, you know? She's like, the first few days of doing that, they fought her. It was 8, 9 o'clock at night before they got to eat dinner or whatever. But she's like, yeah, after like a week of that, she was all that it took was them seeing her make dinner, and they were in their room fucking picking their shit up, you know what I mean? Getting all their shit picked up because they weren't gonna eat otherwise.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of genius.
That works. A really good idea.
The whole time my girls have grown up, they have heard the face. You guys should be thankful. Thankful you guys aren't boys. Jeez. Things would be completely different around here.
420.
It's harder to fathom when they talk back. You know, for some reason, you know, a boy, you've got that man-to-man, almost like intimidation factor as they get a little bit older, get cocky. Especially they get cocky too when they get older.
They do.
You're not gonna kick my ass. Stop it. You know what I mean? Daughter, when they get back older and say no, it's like, how do I defend about, you know, how do I defend against crying? There's no defense about crying. Stop. You win. Stop. Okay, stop. Okay, stop. All right. It's way different. Oh man. Boys.
Hey,
lucky when you get
my oldest boys are very strong. I mean, my oldest boy could pick me up with one hand at one point. I mean, he goes, come here, let me show you something. He goes, sit. I'm like, what do you mean sit? He put his hand on my ass and just picked me up, got under me, and lifted me up over his fucking head with one.
Holy cow.
No, I'm not shitting. He's 6'3", 215. And my number 2 boy is 6 foot, 230. He's more, I mean, gorilla. And I had another son, a younger son. I don't want to leave him out, Corey. He's 26 now. And he's not a hybrid. He's poor guy like me. tries his best, you know. But my oldest boys, they're just super athletes. They could have been professional athletes if they would have had their heads screwed on. Right? But no,
They wanted to go to the kegger.
it's, they were both really good at baseball. My oldest boy was a left-handed pitcher that could just
Wow.
drill the heat. And my middle boy was, he could play any position, and he had a 300 batting average. I mean, he could knock anything out of the park. One's a meat cutter and the other one's a fucking FedEx driver.
Work for Safeway.
Something like that. Thriftway, something. He's a meat manager, union. It's a good job.
Yeah.
And FedEx is really good job. I like it.
I actually worked in the meat department for Smith's Food and Drugs when I was in California.
He knows how to cut that shit, I'll tell you.
The manager of the deli department. It was
Right,
fun.
Bill.
What's up, Red?
Howdy.
Good to see you, buddy.
Howdy, y'all.
I'm just fucking babbling up here. Dude, I microdosed today, guys. That's probably why I'm just,
It was rolling right off your tongue. It was a great story. Man, I'm telling you, I love the part where the kids were just falling out of the roof.
Dude,
That's just,
this is all true. I'm not, I shit you not.
that's fantastic.
And the other boys that were having the parties, I was close with them. They were kind of key latch kids as well, type, And I called them up. I go, dude, how you, because their parents were gone. I go, how you gonna fix it? He goes, it's already fixed. I go, you're fucking kidding me. And I go over there. They had it all fucking re-sheet rocked and mudded and textured. And I was like, wow, that looks better than before.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, guys, have a good one. I didn't want to be blamed. I didn't want, kids out of it. It's,
Yeah, I always got busted by the fucking empty beer can that was in the pool filter. Like, you forgot to check the pool skimmer, and there was, what I mean? That was one that I got busted on. My mom went to go fucking, they got home. It was like 2 days later, too. You know what I mean? She was just randomly out there and fucking pulls the pool skimmer. Why is there a beer can in here? Like,
must have been windy.
Yeah. And then it became the joke was there's a fucking, actually he worked for my parents. My parents owned a gas station, like auto repair place or whatever. And he worked there, but he was like the same age as like my oldest brother. So the two of them worked there, you know what I'm saying? So he kind of was like an older brother to me. He'd like help us get the booze and shit like that. But he came over to hang out for a little while and fucking drank a little half pint or a little pint. And he fucking throws it in the front bushes. You know what I mean? He hit it in the front bushes, basically, or whatever. Because he knew my mom, like my mom is the green thumb. So she's the landscaper or whatever, right? So she's out there. She's got these roses and all this shit she's out there taking care of. And he's got this, whiskey bottle sitting next to it or whatever. She's like, why is this in the bushes? Did you boys throw a party? Did you throw a party? Fuck, man.
Busted.
Yeah.
Your mom played naive. She knew I was up.
Oh, she
She
knew.
knew I was up. Yeah, she knew I was up. Yeah, when I was in the meat.
Wait till your dad. That's always what it was. Wait till your dad's home.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this later. Like,
That was a good conversation.
we have to? Can we talk about it now? Why do we gotta wait till dad's here? Like, come on.
Can I negotiate out of this somehow?
Right, mom was a pushover. You could get by mom. If you didn't have to have dad included, mom, you could roll through, man. Like, if dad was there, it was like, damn, dude, now you're getting assholed for sure.
Yeah.
Dad didn't buy nothing. He didn't hear. He wasn't taking no excuses. He didn't buy none of the stories. None of it. It's like, no. Which was, looking back though, it's like he saw right through all the bullshit, and it was probably just because he was the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, no, I know how you are because you're half me.
That's right. Yeah, when they were young, they were just bouncing off the walls, and I would just go out of my way to, all right, let's do wheelbarrow races. Okay, you hold his legs and go down here and do this, and I'm timing you, and I'd just be like, hurry up, get tired, And dude, it would take for fucking ever, and then they'd finally nod off, But then what do I do? I create two fucking huge athletes. They got shoulders, and I used to hold them by their feet and say, okay, do sit-ups. And they would, it was kind of tough to hold them, and they would, gee, so I kind of created my own issue there. And then when my oldest boy started lifting weights, it was all over. I was like, fuck. He got pushed around. He played a lot of basketball because he was tall. He got pushed around with some older players, and he came home pissed. And he goes, all right, tell me about how I can teach me how to lift weights, because I had a fucking weight room in the living room. And then shit, you should see him today. He's a fucking Greek god. He's just huge. And played sports. He's finally, I think he's 41, but he finally quit playing sports about when I did, when I was 40. And he goes, Dad, I know how you feel now. I'm like, yeah, give it another 20 years, buddy. You're just warming up.
Feel it even more.
Oh, basketball.
It's a long time. My knees and ankles gave out way before that. I was thinking my 30s.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I wish I would. I mean, at the time, I loved it. I loved to compete and play sports. It was just, I don't know. Got to conquer. Got to have that. I think I have high testosterone. You gotta go for it.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Marshall. Yeah.
You went to oh shit.
Yeah.
You guys beat the shit out of us. I went to Jefferson.
Oh yeah, Jeff.
That was a rough part of town.
Very. But they would have had a good team if they could have. They weren't very coachable, those guys.
That's the problem.
No, they weren't.
When I was the captain of the team too, and it used to upset me because a lot of the guys in practice, they'd run half speed.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to game, you could not judge where they were going to be at. The quarterback was having a heck of a time hitting these guys. So it was just like there was just no coordination going on there. It was not a team effort, basically.
We had a good team. We had a good coach, and he
Marshall, man. This one time we played against you guys 60-7, or it might have been 60-3. I think we got a field goal. But my God, those guys on that team were all just animals.
They just, our coach's motto was play with reckless abandon for 5 minutes.
That's what it felt like.
And that's when I really caught on to football. It's like a 5 seconds actually effort, right? Because you boom for 5 seconds and then it dwindles, right? But that first 5 seconds has to be as much as you got, right? And that was their whole thing. We would practice that burst of energy, and they just had ways of getting us off the street. Number one, thankfully, Coach Everett, and they turned us into a force to be reckoned with. I remember going to places and people at the time, young, man. I mean, you don't really think that people know who you are, and people are like, oh, Marshall, yeah, okay. Well, we took the PIL championship, I think 3 years or 4 years in a row. I can't even remember. So
I still have a spot in my back that I remember from that game. Yeah. Boy, the guy that I was going up against was twice my size. But I beat on him all game long, I didn't get far. I tried.
Yeah.
There's just so much you can do when you're playing against like college kids and you're high school looking kids. You know?
We've seen Rudy. We saw the movie Rudy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It was just like that, man.
Just like that.
That's how I felt. I felt like, man, I kept getting knocked down, man. It was just like, dang. I go up to the coach and I said, man, give me some kind of a trick. I said, this guy's beating the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Didn't
I prefer
matter.
golf, really.
I do too. I was pretty good at golf with them. You know, I was going to tell you guys when I was in the meat department, me and one of the guys from inside one of the butchers, we used to go out golfing on the weekends, and the manager heard that we did that, you know. So the manager from our store and the manager from another store decided to play me and this guy out on the golf course, you know, and so we went out there and we were playing, but these two were playing for money, you know, and because well they made more money than we did, so that they could afford to. And well, these guys, man, they were throwing money around left and right on the course, and this one guy, it was my manager. He kept getting really pissed off, man. Just he was messing up and he was doing this wrong and that wrong. We get to one of the holes and he did this really hard slice, you know, almost went behind it. You know, it was that hard of a slice. And he took that club and he threw it and it wrapped around a tree, and I looked back at him and I started laughing, you know, and he goes, "What the hell are you laughing at?" And I said, "Man, I'm just trying to figure out how much this hole's going to cost you." Yeah, he didn't like me that much. After that, I was kind of like, well, he was in charge. So he gave me a lot of the harder, lumping all the meat around and stuff. I paid for that comment.
Yeah. No more laid back work for Johnny.
No, you know, it was funny though, but the thing about it was it was true. He was really acting like a dick, you know.
Golf is one of those once you're out of the moment, funny sports to be mad at when you play. Because like I said, someone either throws their club or smashes it up against the ground or rips out a flagpole or throws the ball down the field, you know. You lash out in some very aggressive, angry motion. Yeah.
That's how Happy Gilmore played, though.
Oh, hell yeah.
It is too, man.
All those poor things that I named are all things that he did.
The price is wrong, bitch.
You have to be a gentleman on the golf course. I took my shirt off. God, that was a bad idea. Golf balls started coming. You don't do that on the golf course. It's a gentleman's game.
Mm-hmm.
Put your shirt back on. I'm like, all right.
They start throwing stuff at you. Yeah.
They started just putting their golf balls down and smacking them at me. Guys that I were playing with.
Really?
I'm like, what the fuck? Put your shirt on. You know, like, all right. We don't want to see that shit. It's a golf game. That was early on. Dude, when I was young, I used to go to the Rose City Golf Course and look for the biggest wallet and putt, you know, for $1 a putt and make enough money to go play golf. And some of these guys would take me as their caddy. And that was a lot of fun because I made all kinds of money. And so the golf course, I learned early on, is a great place to, I saw how these guys would negotiate deals and shit. Like one guy owned a car dealership, the guy that had the fattest wallet. And they had these, you know, nylon slacks. So you could tell by looking at the bulge in their back pocket, right? He was just hanging out. And he tipped really well. But I saw how he negotiated with, and I started to realize business, if you want to be in business, golf course is a good place. Another place, good negotiating place, is the poker table. I got a lot of business playing poker. A lot of good contacts. I don't know how much business I actually got. Probably cost me thousands of dollars to learn how to play poker, my friends, but I did end up somewhat of a winner. Not a big
I've
winner.
seen a lot of business deals going on the golf course.
Yeah.
A lot of real estate, a lot of stuff like that going on. Business deals going on, you know.
I didn't realize how much money car dealerships make. They make a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
Can't see myself as a used car salesman though. You know.
Yeah, I
Do
did
you
that.
think disc golf will be the closest thing we'll get as far as like cannabis community, like golfing there? You say like golf is a gentleman's game. Do you think there'll be ever a point where we'll be open to just smoke cannabis from hole to hole?
Oh, that's frisbee
Yeah, I
golf.
was just you beat me to it.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
what it's disc golf. Yeah, that's what I said. But do you ever think we'll be allowed on the regular golf course?
Probably not.
Frisbee golf's
I-
fun. Frisbee
I
golf's
smoked the
fun.
whole time I golfed.
Yeah, I smoke all the time when I golf
You
too.
just got to get
Yeah,
past.
the whole time I just
Gotta
had a
watch out
pipe,
for
you
that.
know.
You just gotta watch out for the ranger guy. You just gotta wait till
Yeah.
by and then,
Golf cart.
yeah, you just gotta have a little knowledge of where he's at, and you're good to go.
Do you think it would be a whole different game if it were, weed sponsored courses? Do you think Hole 9 would be like it's brought to you by like Advanced Nutrients and shit?
That's
Those, they'd be the greenest courses, I'm sure.
Well, I was thinking maybe instead of like sand traps, they could have actual like weed traps where all might land in a thicket, cannabis plants.
You have to smoke your way out or
I
something.
like that. I like that. I could see like the Emerald Cup annual golf.
It's all
tournament.
about that emerald jacket, right?
Yeah. See, I could see something like that. Bunch of stoners out there fucking trying to hit a ball. That'd be funny.
We'll set up a miniature golf course or something like that. That's good.
We probably end up with more divots than fucking. Anyway, not a bad idea, Eagle. Get that Emerald Garden first annual golf tournament. And then people show up and it's a putt course.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
I brought my gloves for this.
Every hole, the caddy's like, I think you're gonna need your putter.
Yeah. That would be kind of funny though.
Dab stations at every hole.
Yeah, right next to the ball washing station, you got your dab rig.
Right?
You know,
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, shit, it's expensive to play golf nowadays.
422, the guys. 320, 420 somewhere.
well, I'm going in on a dab. Perfect timing.
There you go.
Okay, one more for me. I'm smoking some of the Smiley's Garden Platinum Wedding Cake. Thank you so much, Smiley.
That's what I'm smoking. It's good.
No, it's very good. Actually, every fucking bud you gave me is fucking awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you. And now I have to step up my game.
Uh-oh.
Dude, I'm not shitting you. Today I made a list of who's staying, who's going, who's getting crossed with who.
Mm-hmm.
You know, time to get organized. I took inventory. I got all kinds of plants I'm getting rid of. The McPingus is gone. He's going. Bye-bye. Problematic. Very good smoke, but it actually the only plant that I ever seen get powdery mildew in my garden. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, really? And then I look at all the other poems and it's the only one. I'm like, okay. So I give it the old, fucking sulfur and it's gone. But I don't like that. It's like, sorry, you didn't get any brownie points for that one. So, plus I got other guys that are just saying, hey man, I didn't get any powdery mildew. Like, all right, I think, come on up. I let my temperatures get low one night, and it didn't take much, and they just, boom.
Wow. Are you running all your crosses too, Bingus, or do you got seeds in there from other breeders? Are those all your crosses you're running, or are you running other deer from breeders?
Pretty much. I mean, the new seeds that I got are, like the
Right.
DJ Short and the OG Face Off and all that stuff is all other people. I'm trying to think. I think they're all my stuff.
That's cool.
Wait a minute, let me look. Fuck. No, the Blue Diesel and the Hog.
I got a question now.
And that's it.
That's awesome, though, man. Oh yeah.
The biggest mile, my fruit gas. I made the Bringus Blackberry. I have some new stuff coming up that, oh, dude, I got this one that it's a key lime that I back crossed from a Jawa Kush. And it's just very limey, right? But I don't really, its structure wasn't so good. So I crossed it. It had a nanner. All right. I took that nanner and I put it on my fruit gas. Oh my goodness. That one's growing right now and it's getting beautiful buds, great structure from the fruit gas, but it has that just a limey, piney, just wonderful smell. And I just can't, I'm just going, it's getting really crystally. I'll be making a video on that. It's like day 45 right now. And so I'm very impressed with that one. And that was kind of just I think I had like 3 seeds, I didn't get, and that's how it's kind of happened for me, Smiley. I don't really, I'm starting to do seeds basically because people are just bugging the shit out of me for them. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to do some regulars and try to do the best I can. I pulled my first seed of my Hog cross with the Blue Diesel. It's a light brown. Today I just looked at, okay, a couple more weeks. And then the blueberries getting there too. So a few more weeks there, I'll have Hog with blueberry and Hog with the Blue Diesel. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not a big time.
For some good seeds, that's for sure. You definitely had some good people wanting some seeds the last few times they've been offered. So I'm sure they'll be looking forward to any of the future crops that Bingus puts forward. So.
I hope so. We'll see. I don't know. Just do it. Just do you. Okay. I'm going to do it. I think crossing with the DJ Short Blueberry is a good idea. And the Blue Diesel has proven to be well because the Blue Mile is a 8-mile cross with the Blue Diesel. And it's just phenomenal in my opinion. So we'll see. But then again, I think I'm doing great. And then Smiley sends me stuff and I'm like, fuck, I need to step my shit up. Yeah, seriously. I mean, that's what I like about it too. I never stay idle.
What's the terp profile on your Blue Diesel?
It's actually a headband crossed with a blueberry, I think. So it's not a diesel at all, except headband has diesel in it. And that was made by Beast Coast Grower. It was an accident. And I ended up with that. I sent him some Blue Mile seeds. See, that's what I'll do. I mean, if I have somebody's stuff and I make something out of it, I'll send them the seeds. All right. I offered to do that with Vader too. He didn't even answer my emails. So. Fuck it. You know what
He's
I mean?
supposed to bring on the show. Good guy.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
Maybe he's
Real
just
good guy.
Really gets too many emails. I don't know. But the Jawa pie, the back crust there, that lime was excellent. And I don't know. I'd be glad to send him some seeds.
So that was Jawa pie or the Jawa? There was a Jawa Kush, I thought, right?
Yeah, the Jawa pie had a key lime parent, and I had a pheno. Actually, I did a feminization with that, and out of the fem seeds, there was one pheno that was just marvelous, and it just smelled like a lime. Pick up a lime, that's what it smelled like, and it accidentally I didn't accidentally. I took a nanner from that and put it on the fruit gas. Not expecting to get anything really, because there wasn't much pollen in there. It was just like, and then I always tag it, and boom, there was like 3 or 4 seeds. And now I'm seeing them. I'm going, wow. So that's what I'm saying. It's those wow moments where you're not really trying to hit a touchdown, right? You're just trying to get that first down. And let's just see, let's just quick short pass and see what happens, and bang, and then you can expand from that is how I look at it, like the Bingus Smile. I have plans to do a regular seed run with it because the feminization seeds are doing really, really well. And so I'm like, well, fuck, let's pick a male from the 8 Mile and do some regular seeds.
Sorry, Bingus. I didn't realize my mic was on.
It's all right. I was doing a little, no problem.
The other day, my dad was cleaning out the garage. He said, cleaning out the garage because I want to put the car in here. I'm like, and a grow tent? And he kind of looked at me and he was like, what kind of grow tent are we talking? 4x4 or 5x5? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, how many plants are you going to grow? And I'm like, less than 10. And he's like, 10? And I'm like, less than 10. He's like, 10. And I'm like, and then,
okay, 10.
And then he's like, and he's like, just forget about it. But
I thought it'd be
I aimed a little too high. Should have said like 1. Just one plant. And then he'd be like, that's all, just 1. Yeah. But
then you could do the eagle trick and bend them over and root out.
Yeah.
Well,
bend them over gently or hard, however you want to do it.
I was gonna bend one over tonight. You should see the one that's gonna get it later. This girl, you wait till you think the one.
That's a lot of
Your girl, by the
She's
way,
gonna get it
your girl,
later.
if you can see her back there, Bingus, is
gonna get
they're
it.
doing good. Let me see. I can just drag them over here, but she's doing
Watch
good.
out for your
man.
camera,
This
man.
is, I have a tall. See that tall one back there?
Yeah.
That's one of the ones. Remember the first night I transplanted the Bingus Smile, and you said, "Oh, look at her. She's all tall." She's like, "You said whatever." You said, "I'm not putting words in your mouth." That's her back there. That's that first one. The other the other 2 are right here next to her. One behind Buddha. This is that one. Both of these girls I've been over that night, and both have recovered. Both have recovered real well.
It's looking cool, dude. I like how we did that.
So that one should be nice, man. After I bend one over this way, make her a little more full. She'll go. She took to the organics nicely. But as far as bending over, ladies, wait till you see there's 2 girls that are tonight.
No fucking way.
girls.
I haven't changed at all, Smiley. God, fucking Friday. What the fuck?
That girl's gonna get bent over tonight. A little
Wow.
bigger to bent
That's
over.
pretty
Wait till
bushy.
you see this girl that's gotta be bent over tonight. She's way out of control.
yeah, looks pretty stocky.
Yeah, very bushy. Look at this tree.
Oh man.
I gotta pull her apart. You know what I mean? Same deal.
Nice.
Same deal. Open her up and then I'll let her relax for a day and then bam.
So when you do that, Eagle, do you put like bamboo rods in there or something like that so you can tie it up to it? Is that how you do that? How do you put those in there? Do you cross them, you know, or inside the
At an
pod
angle.
or at angles?
There's one, yeah, you can actually see one back here.
Because
You know, but
I
maybe
bought
you
me
can
some.
see it or maybe you can't.
No, I can't.
I don't know what's wrong with that plant, Smiley. That's fucking weird, man. I've never seen it do
Dude,
that.
I don't know either. She just like stalled. She's actually starting to turn yellow now. So I've been foliar spraying her, trying to be like using
Give
aloe.
her
and all
any
kinds of stuff.
nutrients at all?
What's that?
Have you given her any nutrients?
I have, yeah. I actually have some kind of powdered stuff I can add, like
Dude,
Do
you
you
know,
one back there, Johnny?
Yeah, I see it.
I'll tell you what, though, I do have some Biggest Smile seeds that if this doesn't work out,
But that's a 10-gallon pot though, still too, right?
Yeah.
she's like
Yeah,
on a
yeah.
different planet.
Yeah.
though.
I just put them in
Okay.
and see how they're on like basically that 60-degree angle.
Yeah.
And then I'll put one across. Start pulling them down to that. Almost like building your own scrog net, basically.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Right on.
tent
You're a
jungle.
sharp guy. I know you would.
Mm.
Yeah, because I'm gonna try that on my 7-gallon pot. I'm gonna give that a try and see whether I can. I'll probably do it in my 5x5 and spread one of those ladies out and turn that into a flower because I'll be able to flower some out in there pretty quick because they're getting big enough that I can do that. But cool, thanks. Good info.
They look really good.
Thanks for asking, John.
Well, you know, I'm always trying to get that little nugget that helps me out, improving it. Always trying to improve in it.
None of us officially sell seeds there, Al. I don't. I used to sell seeds at one point. I do no longer sell seeds. I give a shitload of seeds away. Don't. I'm not speaking. Mingus occasionally gets some away. I don't think you officially sell seeds, do you, Mingus?
I mean, if you're on my list, if you want to get on my list, just email me. You kind of have to qualify. You know what I mean? I hate to say it like that, but I'm not involved with seed banks or anything like that. But I do have some regular seeds that'll be coming out. Just get a hold of me. We'll talk. Bingus503@gmail.com.
Are you cool, man?
Yeah, there's a secret knock.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's, dude, I have had a few people recently contact me. I'm like, just, there is a process, basically. And it protects everybody so that we don't stub our toes, you know.
I don't blame you, man. Not at all.
Yeah. But I want that, dude. I don't. I'm just praying that plant wakes up, Smiley. Fuck.
Yeah, I think it will. I got hope, man. I'm optimistic.
Well, it's still alive, and it's.
Yeah.
She's definitely going. What the fuck's going on here? I go, we in Michigan?
Damn, it's cold.
Right? She went from straight perlite into living soil. Like I literally was like knocking perlite off the roots and kind of rinsing the roots off a little bit. Like I don't want that shit in my.
It was like it was hanging on to it like, no,
You know,
don't take away my perlite.
it has never grown in anything other than that, which is very true. It grows. My other buddy in Michigan is growing it in dirt pretty. I mean, 3/4 of his garden is Biggest Mile. I mean, that's how much he likes it. But it's, dude, plants will, it was fairly root bound, you know, and that could be the beginning of the issue right there. But I don't know.
Come around.
Yeah,
Give us
pray.
some biology. I don't know why you're so negative, 420. I'm trying to stay positive, buddy. Positive.
I might have another second go with my dad convincing him, because I've been telling him about the project of trying to lock down a pink pistol genetic, and he seemed pretty intrigued by that. And
Requires a tent in the garage, though, doesn't
yeah,
it?
I have plans
You
for
should
it.
stick with 4 plants. Tell them 4 plants, and then accidentally clone some. It's
Right.
I don't know what they popped
That
up.
was my hindsight of why'd I say less than 10? I should have said 4.
Yeah.
But 4 is
4 is
less
a
than
nice.
10. But he heard 10 and freaked out. So
Oh, Dad, how many plants are you comfortable with?
Yeah.
there we go. I should have.
How many
I should have.
plants do
You probably
you
would have
want
said,
me to
well,
grow?
she can grow about 20, can you? You could do something like that, you know? You never know.
When he said that, I should have been like, hold that thought. And then I should have came to you guys and been like, how do I fucking do this?
Yeah. That's good. That's
one,
good.
man. Good one.
Hang on, let me speed dial here.
Uh,
Go
Let me phone a friend. Is that date me? Am I old
Final
now?
answer?
Can I phone a friend, Dad?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Phone.
Yes, Regis. That's my final answer.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, my goal was to do that and then lock it down in a couple forms. Actually, a few conventional forms. Probably might get a little like we were talking about. Yeah, was it yesterday? The preservation. It might get a little best of the male to the best of the female lion breed action. But then it might also get if I'm indecisive of what females to keep, it might get a female to female, sister on sister cross. And then I also want to outcross it with that same fem pollen to another clone that I can have access to, which is a ninja fruit to an F5 mango sapphire.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like the sound of that.
My plan would be to that one would be more of a colorful strain. Yeah.
You could probably get some pink out of that, eh?
Yeah. It does. It has it's still very green and purple. You know, it's both green and purple, but the purple that it does have is more on that lavender, magenta type color.
Magenta. I like that word, actually.
Yeah.
It's so much fun, man. I mean, I just enjoy the shit out of
And then it would go even further from there because I also want to get some Brothers Grimm genetics, right? So
Cinderella.
I want
And
yeah, the genius is what I really like, the sister of Princess.
oh, okay, I haven't heard of that.
And it's kind of what is more dominant in the Apollo crosses. The genius comes through a little bit more. It has more of a, I don't know how to say it, almost like I don't want to say the word chemical because then it might imply like chemi, like chem dog strains, but it's like a very weird lemon lime, almost like a lime syrup, like
Yeah.
something that would go into like a soda or something.
See,
And
that's kind of what I was describing. G13 Genius. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
that one has what I would classify as the best or the most desirable effect that a sativa or narrow leaf plant can have. It doesn't have any paranoia. It's not really racy, but it's really giggly and happy and borderline psychedelic. Right. So I want to mix a little bit of that, get as there's a few strains that they have that they have in different forms of a few different Apollo strains. Then they have a Genius to G13, but that's another fem cross. And in this situation, if I'm already, just to stay away from doing fem on top of fem, I'm probably gonna look for something more like in their Apollo line, so I can find a Genius heavy male. And that Genius heavy male would probably get crossed into my favorite phenotype of this pink and purple mango cross. The purple mango also goes by the name Lazarus because the male that was used, the male that was used to make it was accidentally thrown away, and then decided that we threw away the male that we wanted to keep and went back to it, and it was alive long enough to throw off pollen because it wasn't totally dead in the way that it got thrown away. It was mainly just intact, but in a garbage bag. And it survived, being sitting in a humid garbage bag.
Now, what was the one before you were talking about, the G13 derivative?
That's a Genius to G13. They reversed Genius and used that pollen to put on a G13 hash plant.
So now, does it have any color at all? Or?
That one, no. The Genius, Apollos, a lot of those are ones that even when they fade, they pretty much turn green. So it wouldn't reinforce any more color into it. It would mainly be their Subcool did make a lot of Apollo or those kind of strains mixed with different purple strains, and I think he called them Sputnik. There's like a Sputnik 1 and a Sputnik 2 out there. Those are really old strains. I don't know if anyone has seeds of those. Then that would be like heirloom Subcool seeds. But yeah, that's basically sort of what I'd be recreating, because if I did find a purple phenotype of something that was very Apollo dominant, that's basically what you would end up with.
Always interested to hear these little storylines of thought,
Mm-hmm.
So with the I keep forgetting the name of that one you were just talking about, but that's going to add like more structure and maybe more potency.
It does have a really good structure for a narrow leaf. Like It does stay very short and doesn't have a lot of distance between all the buds and the internodes. It's a very columnar. And a lot of thing I noticed about those Apollo, and I guess with the Cinderellas and the Princess, the Cinderella, and the Genius, all of them kind of have a very well structured branching form. So where that main cola is almost the same, or the side colas are almost the exact same as that main cola. It needs to be supported. It's not good at supporting itself, but it does put on the same amount of buds, like on every branch it has. Makes spears like on every
Christmas
branch.
tree. Christmas trees.
Yeah. Very Christmas tree shaped. Still it's not Christmas tree shaped and sturdy enough to hold itself up. Still needs to be staked, but it's a sativa that's very compact. There's narrow leaves.
A lot of those narrow leaf sativas are more so narrow leaf indicas that have been I think it was Clark's last book I was reading that where a lot of strains that people are calling sativas are really narrow leaf indicas.
Mm-hmm.
And the Genius is squatty, right? You're saying?
Yep.
Is it
It also has a short flowering time too. You would based on its terpenes, based on its effect, based on even kind of the way the buds look, you would kind of think that It doesn't have or it does have a real long flowering time. But the thing I think that made it special is it had all those attributes, kind of like you're saying, like an indica or almost like an Afghan hybrid, but it doesn't have any Afghan in the lineage. It's, I don't know the exact makeup, but from what I know is I think it's Jack or Thai or both derived.
Okay.
It comes from those kind of gene pools, but it is whoever did the work of getting it. And it's originally Brothers Grimm, and they originally got that seed stock from Super Sativa Seed Club.
No, it's sativa.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, a lot of it is, you'll never, well, I don't want to say never, but I really hope sometime when you go to anything from like a rec shop to a medical dispensary, at some point they start using the terminology that's more up to date. I don't want to, the whole indica sativa thing, because, and the high, whatever the high THC is, because, we're learning now that that tells you nothing and is sometimes misleading.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally. Guys, I'm going to head out to my brand new bed. I tell you, I got a new bed. It actually vibrates. I have a platform up and down bed. It's a memory foam mattress, and when I hit that sucker, it's over, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, does it have a little coin dispenser on the side? No.
It has a button, and I can set the timer, and I just let it go.
I'm sorry, Bingus. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. I didn't want to. I'm sorry.
The same.
The bed is so important, man. It makes the big difference.
What was your addition,
I
Red?
could use a new bed.
Oh man, I would recommend it to anybody, and you can get good deals right now because people aren't buying too many beds right now. Just saying.
I think my dog would appreciate it too, because we stopped sleeping together. My mattress in Colorado was bigger, and he was a littler puppy. We could both fit on it. And now we both fight for, if he wants to lay in my bed, there's no spot for both of us. So he'll get frustrated and go back and lay on the couch.
You guys, thanks for letting me come up here and have a good time with you all. It's always a lot of fun. I really want to say thank the chat room for showing up every time, and it's just great to see everybody, all the same names, and a lot of new people I'm seeing there too. And all you guys on the panel, Eagle One, thank you, my brother, appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Be good to yourself. Be acting, random acts of kindness.
Have a good one, Victor.
Right, Eagle?
Yes, sir. Thank you,
can't- I don't-
Vegas, man.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say thank you for coming on, and thank you for helping spread the message the other day. I seen you, passing the word on Miss Westport show, and I was like, hell yeah, Vegas, spread that word, spread that word. So I appreciate you coming on and helping me spread the good message, my friend.
Absolutely.
Always a pleasure.
I'm a walking advertisement for Eagle Gardens. Eagle One on Instagram. Good night, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Later, Bingus.
He could be like one of them teleprompter voice messaging people. Where like, thank you for calling. Just press 1 to reach.
Yeah.
Like a side.
You see him like it. Yeah, teleprompter when you come into like a mall. If you're looking for Eagle Gardens, check down in Suite 1.
Smiley, when you said that he'd answer the phone, and I thought of like he'd ask like, if you want English, press 1, and then it's still the same Bingus, but then he starts speaking Spanish, and you want Spanish, press 2.
That would be funny.
Usually it's like it all of a sudden cuts to like a machine or automated Spanish voice for that. It's just Bengus. You can do both.
This Bengus. So Monday's done, huh? We got that going for us, right?
Shit, it's supposed to be amazing today, isn't it? As far as today being like Tuesday, it's supposed to be almost what 76 or something like that today in Michigan.
Wow.
Yeah,
It was a blister today. It was hot. I can understand why they'd need that swamp cooler too, because it's going to be getting hot.
That sucks, Johnny.
It is what it is, you know. It was a used one, so
Of course. But
I could have put it to use for sure, you know, but that's okay. It is. I could have used that on my outside garden,
there's no
cooling
sense
it off.
mad about it because the police aren't worried about it. So
No, they're not worried about it. So I figured, well, shoot, it's no skin off your back. Might as well not let it bother me either,
right.
you know.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck it, here you go, guys. Just have shit.
I was gonna go out there and put I got a piece of plywood in my backyard, and I was gonna go out there and put a sign in front of my house, warning off the thieves. But I figured that'd probably just get me in trouble. Yeah.
Does
Damn
another question I thought of, and I was going to ask you guys, this goes for anyone in the chat too, if they can think of it. Does anyone know the American seed bank source where you can get ACE seeds? ACE seeds, they do a lot of landrace, pretty much almost all landrace genetics.
I haven't heard of this.
Yeah, because
Are you checking mine?
I traditionally used to do attitude, but I'd rather go through just a straight up American seed bank source if I could, or directly through Instagram if you can, but I never inquired. But yeah, they got a lot of pretty interesting stuff. I mean, I never know exactly the validity of, you know, where the seeds are sourced and how landrace they are, how influenced they are by modern genetics. Not modern genetics, our friend in the chat. But you know, people bringing in imported, you know, strains from America or Holland, and then it gets mixed in with those. I don't know how to account for, you know, pure landrace or pure indigenous or pure wild cannabis. You know, doesn't even have to be like that. It could still be like hash plant. Hash plants it's a cultivated variety, cultivar. So, but they do a lot of that stuff. They have Panamanian strains. They have a Honduras strain. I think they even had a Guatemalan. So they have Central American, and then they had a few. They have like Vietnamese and a Chinese and a Thai strain. So they have the Asian ones covered. That was something else I was thinking of mixing in some crosses too. I can get any of their genetics.
So not to sway too far off topic there, right, Bill? But I was curious. I was going to bring it up earlier. Well, I guess no time better than present. I guess it's especially seeing now I'm going to have a care package sent in Smiley's way here either tomorrow or
Gift
the next
basket, you
day.
mean?
Yeah, gift baskets. Stop that phrase, man. It's going too far. People are going to expect things.
The
Jeez,
Easter
damn it.
baskets. It's the Easter baskets.
Yeah, it's his belated Easter basket. Yeah, there you go. So we should talk about a little bit about the cross there. the DOA project, I guess, because
Yeah.
I would like to start firing whatever on my part. You know what I mean? They're here, and I know I've seen something that said pine, and as far as that goes,
Got
it's
you
dying
excited.
to
I
get
saw that.
yeah it's dying to get wet over here. So
Yeah.
uh how do we want to do this? I guess it's obviously a team effort here. So do you want to just go strain to strain? You take one, I take one, and we kind of see what we end up with after the pop, and decide after the fact who's going to be mom and who's going to be dad, depending on structure and what we have available.
You want me to run the the Jack Cleaner one? Is that what you're talking about? Skellington one?
He's like, "Are you pushing off Jack Skeleton on me? Is that what you're saying?"
I'll do it if you make me, I guess.
No,
He's like, no,
if
no,
we
I
want
want
to
that
split. No. We could split them up. It's your choice. That's why I'm bringing it up. That's why I'm bringing it up now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
I think you should split them up and go for the phenos on each one that you guys each have.
What, make two batches? I was gonna say you crack one,
Or how
crack the other, and then we'll decide from there. We could just decide on whatever girl and boy from each, right? And then
right?
I'll bring the girl pheno over, and you make the cross that way, and I'll bring your girl over here or whatever, and
There you go.
I'll make the cross that way. So we'll have, you know what I mean, both sides of the father. Then we can bring it back together later.
That sounds good.
sounds
I don't know.
That sounds good. I like that.
You guys, whatever, but
No, I like that idea.
good
That
to
sounds
me.
like
Yeah.
that. You see, because I don't really understand how it's supposed to work. So, um, that sounds like a good plan.
that would be a really work line, probably. I guess if you brought
Yeah.
it back together like that would be could be pretty neat.
Well, let's see. As far as this is Jack Skellington, and it's Killer Queen G13 dominant. This is menu description times Jack the Ripper. They say it's a 70-30, sativa dom. 55 to 60 days on that. Heavy resin producer, violently potent is how it was described on the menu. So is that something that fits your
That sounds like
obviously
Violently
the
potent.
pine.
My description.
that sounds like DOA right there. I mean, motherfucker. The hell's that cucumber for?
That's funny.
That's the best
So-
damn story. I
so-
love that.
So you're interested in the Jack Skellington, so I can that gift basket can contain
You
Jack.
want the pine? Which one's the pine one? I was just teasing you. I thought that was
The
pine.
Chilumbium.
Okay.
The Chilumbium's a pine.
I guessed the wrong one when I was trying to tease you.
You were trying to mess with him, weren't you? Okay, I got it. That's what I thought you were doing, but I didn't get it.
Well, they're both sativa dom. Either way, that what comes next. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What comes
I
forth
really
out
don't
of the mix is going to be very sativa dom, because Chilumbium right here, what I've got in front of me, which is the UK cheese times Santa Maria Colombian Gold, which is 88% sativa, 12% indica. Flowering times much greater, 70-80 days. Very large with the experience. That's what it says as far as yield. As far as taste is described as pine, earthy, and spicy, which I'd expect out of sativa. But good indoors, outdoors. So both of them are basically a sativa dom. You know what I mean? 70 or better percent. So I would think whatever comes out of the cross is going to be heavy sativa.
Are fem seeds off the table?
What do you mean?
Well,
What do you mean?
Taking, it sounds like, well, it really actually doesn't matter at the end. The plants are gonna tell you which ones need to be bred together. But doing the math, like looking at it as a math equation, I would look for the best female out of both of them, and I would reverse the Jack Skellington and use that as pollen on the Columbia. Like I said, so from that description, that's the math that all the inputs I'm putting into that equation. To me, that would make a fabulous strain. But that would only be true if that's actually what happened in real life. If that's what the plant gods want to give you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we gotta crack some seeds and find guys and girls before any of that. But I agree. I mean, that's an option for sure. I don't know.
These are more discussions that we need to have about how to go about doing it.
The reason I asked is because I know that Subcool was, I don't know if he ever, gave fem seeds a second thought, but I remember when he made fem seeds are for pussies t-shirts. So
we gotta say hi to
showing off these crystals.
What's up, dudes?
Sorry.
That's his crystal.
Hey, what's up, Green 13?
Fem seeds are for I can't be bothered to make fem seeds. I'm pretty sure that's what that was about.
Canna Trooper. What's up there, brother? We got to get you in here too.
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
Hey, what's up, bro?
What's up, brother?
Not a whole lot. Just about to kick it off here. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice.
402, you're dyslexic too, huh?
Yeah. Same thing I did last night. 402.
It's a bit of an honor to be on the same panel as Johnny Caniseed from the Future Cannabis Project.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
Come on.
I couldn't even say much on there.
That's the big
Nah, you couldn't. It was a struggle, brother.
Yeah, it was like I was buffered out, man. It was just like I was getting blocked.
What was that about? Why?
I have no idea. That was the first time I'd ever experienced anything like that. So I thought it
Weird.
was because I was inside of my trailer, but it wasn't that. I went outside. It was same stuff, and then they said it was the earbud. So I took that out. Seemed like it was a little better, but then it just went away. Yeah.
Yeah, random.
What you got there, Canna Trooper?
That is Mental Punch. That is Ninja Fruit times Primal Punch.
Oh, nice. How she hit?
Pretty good. The first time I hit it, I had to lay down for a couple minutes because it was giving me the spins. It's very,
Come on.
it really
I love
did.
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's good stuff. I like that.
It had been a while since that happened to me, so I was just kind of like, what the fuck? But we're kind of excited to watch this, so we'll see like what type of concentrate that will yield, but we're gonna have to wait a little bit for that one.
Nice.
I've just been to the supermarket, funnily enough, for ice.
Oh, ice.
Oh, ice.
Yeah.
You ready to do a wash?
-3 outside, so I got some weird looks. The lady came over to till. She said, "Do you want me to do a multiple item on that for you?" I was like, "Yeah, please."
That's funny.
You got to get an ice maker.
I guess, and I think it
You're
makes
drawing too
better
much
ice as
attention
well.
to this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to be buying crates of fucking hands full of butane. So,
Hey, what do you think of my picture? What do you think of my new shirt?
I love it, dude. Wicked. I saw the picture on Insta.
Isn't that great? Yeah.
I saw the beginning of the show yesterday, and Smiley was like, "Oh shit, I haven't put my uniform on," because the other boys had their.
Wow, that's got a crown on it. That's a trip, man.
That look wicked.
Yeah, I like that.
King of Buds.
Oh, PPFD right there, baby.
Yeah, you won't be able to do that, brother.
You should have seen like the cola picture when it was on when it's still on the stock. The thing is like when we took it down, it's the size of my calf. It's literally as long as my leg and size of my calf. I was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Dude?
That's amazing. Was that grown outside or
No, indoors.
So what'd she smell like?
It's fruity with you can smell the Gorilla Glue, but it's like fruity Gorilla Glue kind of.
Okay, cool.
Right.
I've always loved Gorilla Glue.
I think that's what I'm gonna get. I've got some Gorilla Glue times gelato running, so I think it's gonna be a fruity kind of earthy thing.
Where's that from? The gelato one.
What?
Who's that cross from, or the breeder on that?
Oh, Royal Queen Seeds. They're calling it Triple G.
Nice. For the boxer?
I don't know.
There's a boxer.
It's supposed to be pretty good. That's the same one that Kino was running, right?
Yeah, we have quite high regard for that company. Like, it's a Dutch turned Spanish company, which a lot of them are for legal reasons, but it's a company that's been around Europe for a long time. And they seem to make some pretty brutish stuff. I run their stuff quite a lot these days. Thick stalks, dependable stuff.
It's not just because of the organics. So I was actually waiting for the time when I was bending that girl over behind us while we were talking, and I was gonna ask for your. I was gonna ask something, and it left myself room to be for the comeback. I guess is basically I was gonna ask, am I gonna be able to easily bend those ladies over when they're in the organic? And then I was gonna leave. I'm leaving it open for the comeback, but I can fill in the blank if you don't want. So what would the blank be? I think the blank would be they would be more bushier, and you wouldn't have to bend the fuckers over and spread them out like that anyway. Second, they would probably be thicker branches, more a little bit more harder structure, and I probably wouldn't have been able to bend them over as easily. So I'm thinking that would have been the organic sandwich. What do you think, Spot? Am I going to be able to manipulate them as easily in organic if I let them get that out of control?
Trouble with it. Just because they're so.
I can't hear you, bro.
I've had trouble with it just because they're so fucking strong. Like, it's like, I don't know, like you can normally pop the stems like they always talk about. You'll hurt your fucking fingers trying to pop it between your fingers. I've had that. I mean, it's literally like trying to squeeze a pencil. It's fucking.
You know, I use a pair of pliers, right? And I am looking for them to be wide as well because I want it to make sort of 2 cuts so that the whole thing breaks 3 times, sort of thing. Because it just wrecks my hands.
I always like to drop towards the pinch. I usually only pinch one side like I did earlier. I usually get in right quick. I use my where's the fucking camera? I use the back of my hand as like a brace, and then I'll just go in real fucking tight with my thumb just until I can hear it just crush. You could, if you watch my face, if you go back and watch when I did that main one, it was fucking, that thing was about half inch easy. And I fucking had to give the fucking Bruce Lee fucking get her fucking break. But then I like to fucking fold it in the fucking fold it into the fucking bend. That way the back of it kind of like is a band-aid. It's pulling and stretching and kind of controlling it from flopping. If you pinch it and you fold it the other way, there's a good chance that it will snap. You know, because you've broken that fiber on one side. So if you pinch and bend towards the pinch, you've got that back half. It can kind of like a band-aid, I find.
Like a kinked hose.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, you got to give it the Vulcan death grip.
it really
So
just
you should go back
depends,
and watch
doesn't
it.
it?
I'm making that face too, really.
Cannon Trooper's all set up over there. What you got, man? You got like a new collection or something?
Oh, it looks like it's in place to dab.
That's some nice. You got some nice stuff there, man.
Yeah, it's
nice.
my stuff. She's got it all laid out.
Yeah.
Do you put them up your bum?
I mean, no.
I think your menu. I think that's why she's left them out.
No, here, this is what
that one up your bum, dude.
this is what Green 13 uses as his insert for his fleshlight.
Yeah.
Rough and ready. Jeez, ouch.
I had to.
That was good.
Actually, that was the nicest one as well. And so you've really spoiled it because I can't comment on it without, looking like some pervert now. Actually, I completely getting away from that. I actually do want to buy some more crystals as well.
My friend from elementary school, she lives in Hong Kong, Crescent Moon Collective or something like that. I think that's her IG. She's selling like a bunch from Hong Kong. They come in like these little bamboo like steam baskets and everything too.
Right.
Is that like the non-China part of Hong Kong?
I don't know.
There isn't one of them anymore.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
No, Hong Kong has been
Enveloped.
it's been CV'd.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. Any dissidents that were dissidents before CD, they are not anymore.
I think that's why they let COVID out, really, because they were like, whoa, enough of that now.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was a part of
my
their
little
tamping down.
crystal collection in part sent by Detroit River.
Oh,
Rats,
yeah.
if I can
What'd you get, dude? I saw the picture. Oh, man.
Oh, that's badass. Oh, they're skulls.
So they're crystal heads. Oh, sorry, they're skull heads with
that's-
crystals inside.
Man, that's badass.
Different color crystals in each one. Yeah. How
Dude, that is
badass are
wicked.
those?
Yeah, really.
And
What's
then
the
they
different
had
crystals?
three-
Do you know?
Right on
The
Detroit
three-
River Rat, man.
Hold on, right behind me. I have the thing that came with it. Just 1 second, it comes. Oh, came in great. So, where the fuck is it? It's not right here. But it did tell all of them that were in here. And I do not have that.
Is it getting close to 420? Did we miss it?
No, 3
Oh, I
minutes
feel
away.
bad. I don't have that hand. But there is I don't even want to embarrass myself. Yeah, I know there's amethyst, there's clear quartz, there's a few different few different ones here. Rose quartz. What that one is. Yes, it did. Green 13. It came with a label that I don't have in front of me.
Does
I'm not
everyone
very good
know
with that
their-
stuff anyway yet.
Does everyone know
Those
their
too
birthstone?
anxious.
Does everyone know what?
Their birthstone?
No. What's Virgo's?
I think it goes by month.
July.
What's September?
Uh,
I think mine's Sapphire.
I think
I
mine's
think
that
purple
is.
amethyst.
are you Sapphire, Smiley? I mean, September?
I'm not for certain, but that's what came to my mind. So.
Yeah, mine is Peridot. August.
Never heard of that.
It's like emerald, but light green instead of dark green. It's a French. Peridot, it's Paridot.
Dude, this shit's listening to us. Look at that.
That's Peridot.
Yeah.
I typed in September and it wrote birthstone. It's like, what the hell?
Yep, it's listening.
Sapphire.
Yeah.
September, yeah.
It's September. Okay.
So what's the color of March? I know it's a blue stone.
March, I think, is diamond. Unless I'm
Yes,
getting
it is, Johnny.
Yeah, mine's a blue stone. I think it's a blue
Aquamarine,
amethyst.
Johnny, you are.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Aquamarine.
You're right,
What's July then?
There they are.
Is that Ruby?
Yeah, Ruby. How'd you know that?
That was the other one that came to mind. I used to know him. I don't know, man. It was.
yeah.
That's a nice gift, Eagle.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Man, that's a really nice thing for him to do. That's super awesome.
You know what's funny? It's, and
respectable.
again, say whatever you want about, the power of crystals or crystals, but I did the same thing. Miss Madam T sent me this beautiful rose quartz a while back, amongst a few other stones, and some other people have sent me some stones. But it never fails when you take them things out of the box and you pull them things, put them in your hand, put them in your palm, that release of energy you get out of them that first time you hold them. And same thing, man. When I took these three out of the bag, it kind of helped them. And it always kind of like there's that release of that.
You know,
gift. I don't
I think that's comparable to
420, dudes. 420.
I got mine on
Yep.
the dabber.
I'm set.
That feeling is comparable to like what I was saying when you're just really impressed with how a nug is looking, and you're getting at what I call like a pre-high, knowing how good the experience is going to be based on how awesome weed you got. And you're so happy. At least back in the day, when you would be upset over and over again buying weed, and then all of a sudden, finally you get weed you're thrilled about and more than happy to pay it for.
But you're talking about the same thing where you eat with your eyes, like, so your first,
Yeah.
before you
Mhm.
start to eat your burger, you look at that melted cheese and all that. It's the same thing.
Yep.
Did you make your comment, Cannon Trooper, with that picture in mind? You already had that picture, right? Yeah. Which is pretty funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I definitely stole that, but I was just like, I got you.
I set you up for that, basically.
Here's everybody.
Cheers. 420. Yeah, so we've got this crazy crash in temperature. A couple of days ago, we were out sunbathing, and now it's freezing, minus. We've had to cover up I've had to cover a huge bed yesterday full of raspberries. It's about 3 meters long, full of filled it with hay and covered it in plastic. And so it seems a good time to be getting the washer out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we get
Good
your
idea.
weather then? Is that how that works? Like, is that normally? Are we gonna get cold weather now, like in a couple days?
No, we get your weather.
guys
And
get
someone
our
did. Did you just have a bunch of cold weather
Not really. Yeah, I guess it was chillier.
2
Yeah, we
weeks
did.
ago, a week ago?
Yeah. So you guys get our. All right.
I feel that's more like it feels like a couple days or a week after you guys have had something, it comes this way. And also, I do think that the although it's difficult, but the currents do run along that way. What do they call that? Warm current. Anyway,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's
It
pretty
was
much
80
water.
here yesterday.
was it? Damn. We got bright sunshine. It's not unpleasant. It's just fucking cold.
Yeah, we did have a couple cold days there. It's just,
Actually, Mio Flower was talking to you about it yesterday, wasn't he? About this. He'd been watching everyone plant stuff all bank holiday weekend, and it was all going to die the following morning.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
gotta watch.
Yeah, it's been super hot out here.
Yeah.
But that's to be expected, kind of. And my plant outside is loving that heat. I mean, it's just soaking it up.
No kidding.
Are you having
Yeah.
you having any problems with the wanting to not finish flowering?
No, it's throwing on the crystals. The terps are it's just covered.
That's awesome.
You know, all the fan leaves, all the way out to the ends of it, it's covered with it. It's completely different than when it's growing inside. The fan leaves don't normally get the trikes and stuff. Even the stem is all sticky. Because I reached over and grabbed one of them, and moved it over to the other side of my little kind of stabilizer that I put in there, and after I took it, man, my fingers were all stuck together, and I was holding on to the stem, you know. So
That
I'm
shit's
excited.
protecting itself.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's the last few days. It's been pretty darn hot, so I'm sure it's really trying to protect itself. You know, that totally makes sense.
How
So
long
do
have
you
been-
guys, does everybody have aircon? Is that how you live? Just everyone?
That's how I do it. I use swamp cooler and air conditioning.
Right. Yeah.
I use
how long
moist
do you
and
have
for
to
my
harvest that plant, you think?
I would love to live in an environment where it was sunny so much.
let's see here. I don't know if I got that one marked down or not. It should be coming down probably sometime this month, I would think. It should be coming down.
Wow.
Yeah, because I put it out there, and it was already nicely into flower when I put it outside. So when I put it out,
Go ahead, my bad.
no, go ahead with the question.
I was going to ask, with your drying process, with the amount of time it has to finish, do you think you can make it like your 420 plant? Have it ready to put in jars or however you like to store it, you know, and get to sample it.
I
on
don't know.
420?
I'll have to look at the date on that. I'll have to circle back to you on that.
I always like when that happens. You didn't plan it, but it just gets to happen like that.
That would be really cool. Well, I dropped a Jesus OG on Easter.
Nice. I still have a pack
So
of that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Jesus in my garden. That's gonna be awesome. Yep, I'm loving that.
But yeah, I was just looking at the weather. It is going to be up here at least 76 today, 78 tomorrow, and 73. Wow.
What the fuck? Give me
Man,
that.
those are some beautiful days.
Oh
Man,
no, I'm not giving it up, grade 13. I'll fight to keep it here. It's been way too long for snow here.
that's an ugly number right there. I like the 3, but 3 degrees. Ooh. That'd give you a hairache. Even your hair would hurt in that.
I'll be out in it.
Campground. No.
Sunny anyway.
It's only like 20 degrees cooler. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the difference between being fully clothed with extra layers and completely unclothed.
Yeah, there's a big difference there.
I was already out in shorts today, man. By the looks of it, I'm going to be sunburnt when you see me tonight.
Yeah,
Start that
I'll be out
outdoor
there.
project.
Oh man, I'll be out there soon. Hell yeah, I was out there today. And I love that sun. I love that. See, I already got a little bit of redness going to me, man. Tomorrow, man, it'd be all the worse. Or all the better. Depending on how you look at it.
Vitamin D.
That's right. That's right. That's kind too. That's kind.
Yeah, I remember when I first moved out here. Man, sun was so intense. I could not even rest my arm in the sunlight because it literally felt like it was burning my arm, my skin. It
And
was
you
a
just
lot
think
more
bit by
intense.
bit you've got more used to it.
Oh, completely. Yeah. By at the 5-year mark is when I felt like I was kind of starting to get acclimated. Yeah.
Yeah, can wear clothes normally and go about your daily business.
Yeah. Boy, I'll tell you, man, the first time I got here, man, it was really hard because the first year I didn't need an air conditioning in Pennsylvania. So when I got here, I didn't have air conditioning for the first year. So it was brutal driving around in the desert without air conditioning in the car.
I don't
I
like
mean,
quick.
the heat is more than hot when it's blowing on you. You know? Just intense.
Oh, show.
Colorado Springs had a pretty damn good climate as far as just being comfortable. You know, like the heaviest snow winter we had was 2020, right when I left. That was the heaviest I've seen it snow at 6 years of living there. Usually through the winter, unless you go up in the mountains, it's 50 degrees and sunny each day or warmer. So even if it did snow like 1/2 inch to 2 inches, it melts, you know, that next morning or that next day. It was real nice. And then the summer never really got too hot. Only one time in that 6 years did I see it get over 100 degrees. And then the only thing strange or peculiar, something that if you're not used to, it would kind of blow your mind, is the amount of hail and how crazy the monsoon season is there. So that's a June to August type thing.
Hey guys, I'm a hitter here. I'm fucking falling asleep over here, so it's fucking that time anyway. But appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yes, brother.
It's cool.
Peace out. Smelly.
Later.
Smiley. I always feel guilty when you guys pop out and I haven't had the chance to say that proper goodbye. It's like, man.
You know he'll be back.
Yeah, usually it's just trying to get a word in, being like, not trying to be polite and just being like, all right, I really gotta go, guys.
Yeah, I've been waiting 7 minutes. My wife's.
Yeah, no, I'm sitting there like falling asleep, like he said, and I was just like, dude, I just gotta go. I'm gonna fall over and not like have my alarm set and everything.
Or
So
pop
the
her
Eagle-
in.
Avoid my alarm lately. What's
You
that,
bent
Johnny?
that girl over. How big did she end up widening out to? 4-footer?
Oh,
The span?
I could, pretty close too. I wish I had a tape there, but yeah.
Yeah, because she looked wide, man, when you spun her around there.
She's longer than my arm, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're out of your view.
I like the way. I just realized that as I'm trying to show you, I'm like, oh shit.
I caught a fish this big.
Mhm.
Dude, it's massive.
Right? Look at that thing, man.
Well, you know.
And then from there, all those.
3 feet.
And from that location, all those inner nodes are going to start shooting straight up, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'll get you a tape. Get you exact number.
Very nice. I think I'm going to do that over my other tent. I'm going to try it. I've never done it like that.
This way, Johnny, from tip to tip. Good eye. 48 inches.
Ooh, damn, on the money.
Yeah, man,
Right there, right.
that's badass.
And I hate that when I move the camera. One way, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it should be roughly that the other way. 42 the other way.
Nice.
Pretty good assessment. So yeah, 48 at max. At max. Good eye. Good eye.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's gonna produce. Now, what strain was that one there?
This one here
You're kind of doing all these bent
Citrus
backwards.
Explosion. I know.
Ah,
Citrus Explosion from Empire Breeding Co. is what that strain.
nice.
Is it male or female? Or regular?
Well,
Ah, regular seed. Regular
Ah.
seed. I will tell you what the genetics are because I don't memorize a lot of that shit. I just write it down. Citrus Explosion is Empire High times Face on Fire.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, Face on Fire. Mhm. It's a good one. Don't know about the
Yeah, he
Empire.
puts that in a lot of his crosses, and it has always been delicious. And whatever he's added it to, the lemon lava drops had it. The dominatrix
Who you talking
had
about?
it.
Who's this?
Empire Breeding Co.
Oh, right.
Did Spartan get did Spartan get a spot on their commercial for Face on Fire?
Yeah,
I don't
That
know.
was crazy.
I don't know.
I
That
like
should,
to.
that's
I think it was Wolverine, like right in the beginning in the intro was like, he did that for whatever internet fame. Don't believe it.
Yeah,
That'd
he's
be
famous
terrible to
now.
see on there. You know, I thought was terrible about that was, and they commercialized that, man. Like,
Mhm.
Like
the worst.
Right
everything,
away.
rude boy. Like
Yeah, they
everything.
memed it. They memed the heck out of it. Yes, they did.
Like, okay, you wrecked it. I'm bored now.
I couldn't even.
Oh, he took it like a champ too, man. I'm telling you, he rolled right with it. He did good. He did a good job. That was a crazy thing to happen, man. I'll tell you what. So is that Face on Fire? Is that normally pretty potent stuff?
Yeah, it is. It's a really good strain. Super pine lemony, and flip flop on that back end. I've had it work both ways. On lemon lava drops was like a lemon cleaner with the Face on Fire added, and then in the Dominatrix it fell the other way. It was like a pine lemon. You know what I mean? Inhale, exhale. But yeah, it always provides that lemon lime or lemon pine to whatever he's crossed it with. So I'm excited to see. I've never granted out his Empire Pie, so I'm excited to see what the terp profile on this will be. To be honest with you, this is a tester. This isn't. I don't even think this one's out yet. I've got this, his
It's
six
one of
shooter,
those.
and this barbecue gorilla. Yeah, it's one of those. See, that's why I
Oh,
hate.
that'll-
A lot of the times I don't actually even taste or whatever is current until I get out, and that's when I one of them things too. I appreciate when I see like Smiley and he's got that key lime pie or whatever, and that's something he's got. I don't want to grow it too. I appreciate it when I see him because I know he's got it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's
That's like his.
that's,
Yeah, his
we
blue
should
lime
all
pie
as
is pretty good.
friends instead of sharing cuts, we should be expanding the library. You know what I mean? Oh, he's got all those. Oh, if I do want that, I know he's got this and that, and we can actually build a nice strain library versus oh, I'm ready to start growing this and that.
One of the ones I really
silly
like from
thoughts.
Smiley is Tuscarado. Have you had that one yet, Eagle?
What's that, Cannon?
Have you had Smiley's Tuscarado yet?
I have not.
That one's pretty good. I like that one.
Hopefully
What's
we'll
the
get
profile
to taste
on it?
some of that 420, 417 rather.
I think it's like a cheesecake times like a blackberry or black cherry or something like that. That's what he said. I can't remember specifically. I just remember that shit really gets me high.
Wow.
And it tastes really good. Every time you break it up, there's like little purple in it and stuff.
I know on my Crazy Hazy, that's what I named it. When I break that open, it's got like dark areas of purple that are in close to the stem of it when the bud's rooting out, So on the inner parts of the bud where it's sprouting out, it has all those little purpley kind of shoots that go into it. It's a pretty weed. It hits good. I'm impressed with that little ugly plant that I grew. Yeah. Turned out to be cool.
Martial artist 2012 in chat talking about that Xmas bud there. I've got three confirmed Xmas females in the on deck stage over there behind me, which would be back over there behind the bag. Right next to that. You see that fucking jelly bean back there that you can barely see? And let's see. Hold on. Where's the lens? I don't know if it'll help see. Yeah, right there. I don't know if it'll help you see that at all back there. You see that girl a little better back there now, Johnny?
The one on the left, or you're right?
Yeah.
The one next to the green window. That's a jelly bean back there.
That's big.
She's big. Yeah, she's big.
She's taller than I am. Back there.
Yeah.
Walk up next
She
to
looks
her,
like she's
got
right
no
up there.
telling.
That's what I'm expecting. That's the way the plant feels, like it's going to be big.
Smiley's fucking said his is just throwing some monster fucking colas in his organic garden over there as well.
Oh yeah, he turns his into animals. I just can't grow that big.
Well, you could, but the thing is, you'd only get
I
one
don't-
strain. you want
Right.
variety.
And I want
so.
variety, so I keep it at a certain height, you know, and that way I know I'm going to get a decent amount out of it, you know. Like I'll normally get 2 to 3 trays out of a plate or out of a plant on my my earth
Like
now
that's
dryer.
Maximus Bud's clone sitting in that cup right there, waiting to be dipped into the cloner there. There's some barbecue grilla right there under the T5s. I don't know if them dirty ass glasses help. Yeah, some nice BBQ version 2 clones right there. And there's a lot of stuff floating around here. I do a lot of work. I just don't talk. But I am showing. That's one of the things I was thinking the other night. I'm like, fuck, if I'm going to start working on the air, I'm undoubtedly going to have to start showing some. So you'll be
Little
seeing a little
pieces
bit
here
more.
and there. Yeah, little
Yeah.
pieces here and there. Yeah.
You got a good setup. I would enjoy that very much if I could do the same thing. Because sometimes I have, maybe it's a problem, but I need to have my train of thought that I'm doing or a task that I'm doing along with something in the background. I don't know if that's through years of always leaving the TV on when you sleep, that kind of thing, or have always being connected to the internet because the smartphone. I don't know what that is, but to be on the stream here and have your setup right there with your garden, I would love that, to be able to do that. Just turn around and be able to work on something. It help me get the task done, you know, not really
It's an incredibly therapeutic environment to hang out in when you're like I have gone away from my garden and my garden suffered. I have gone back to my garden and I spend time with it, and it is better for my health and it is better for the garden's health. It is just a therapeutic partnership. And yeah, it's a big deal actually. And I'm sure Eagle being in that environment is extremely healthy for him.
Yeah. The plants love it, you know.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of neglect, right? I don't know what that is. Love.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So,
Energy. Which is probably ultimately what love is.
yeah. Love is definitely energy. Sure. Positive vibe.
Yeah,
So
I'm going to go and
for today.
I'm going to go start that washer. I'm going to go stand outside, put my warm socks on and get it on because it's all dry. So every step of the way, it's going to have a 30-minute pre-soak. So it's going to be one of them. Long thing.
Sounds like nature's working in your favor. You might be complaining about it, but it's a day meant to be for hash.
Oh, I've picked it specifically. Yeah, for sure. I've seen it coming. So
and with this as cold as it is, outside, shouldn't that help the bud or the trichomes come off as well?
Well, what it really does help is that I've already pre-filled all the water, so the water's just going to stay cold. So when I'm refilling the machine, I'm refilling it with stuff that's already really, really cold.
Right.
So it saves a lot of time waiting for it to cool down as such.
Yeah, careful it doesn't freeze on you at 3 degrees.
Oh, that for sure happens when you start with the bag and you get
-3 Celsius though. So what? That's like 24, 25 Fahrenheit. I'm real bad.
I guess that's right. It's about 20 something degrees difference between each one.
Terrible at that conversion.
Like
That's a nice one you got there in your hand, can of trooper.
But it doesn't matter. We're just talking about the freezing point of water.
Right.
We're so far down. Normally we're talking about temperatures which are like
below,
daytime,
it doesn't
but now
matter,
we're just
you're
talking
still
about
below
water
the
freezing.
freezing.
You know where water freezes, right?
32 or 0 for you.
Yep.
Yep, the coast is clear.
What the hell?
Crystal
I mean, that's-
collection.
They're
Man,
penis
that's quite the
crystals.
collection.
They're mini
Trooper?
penis crystals.
Well, what the
I
hell,
was
dude? That
wondering.
is too weird, man.
I
What
did.
the hell?
Yeah.
When Smiley was on, I wasn't gonna egg him on, but now that he's off, now my girl orders the. So what my girlfriend does, she gets like these like, I don't know, it's like a bag of like tiny little rubber dicks that like fit on top of like light switches or thumbtacks, and she'll literally go
Oh
around
my God.
and just deposit them places or hand them out to people. So she literally carries a small bag of like tiny miniature dicks in her purse.
It just
That is
opens
too
up
good.
a whole world of possibilities. We'll start with you. Is it modeled from you? She's got mini dicks because you got a little
Nah.
mini dick.
She gets them on Amazon. Here, I'll show you. Actually.
Oh, zip. Shit.
Just randomly.
Wicked.
Oh my God. That is too fucking funny, man. Makes you self-conscious about playing with the light switch, right?
Not at all.
All right,
Oh,
my
man,
dick
that's too
friends.
funny.
I will see you all later. Have a great day. Thank you for that.
No problem.
Later on, brother. Yeah, so did you see those fans there, Eagle?
Yeah.
This is a Venado. The only thing wrong with it was it's missing a little foot, right here. I got that for $5 out of the auction.
Cool.
You know, and this
You're
this
always
one here,
full of deals.
I got this one here. This is a pass-through vent for like a kitchen. It goes in the wall, so it sucks everything out. So it's a long-lasting motor. It's for like kitchen. You know, once you install it into the wall, it's supposed to last for a long time. It's just
And
the quality of
so it's a out. Yeah, it sucks out. Right.
it's an outgas.
Perfect for the
Yes.
top of your tent.
I've used
So
them. Yeah.
I'm actually going to stick it into my roof, so it's outgassing into my
Ooh.
attic area. And I've got turbines up there, so that'll just blast right out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my plan. I'm gonna do some snaking with some tubing. I might have to get me some 6-inch because I think this is 6-inch.
Man, that's a
But-
great idea. I like that idea, Johnny, for tents, to be honest with you. That's
Yeah.
a perfect tent fan. You can put that in the top of the tent and suck out all the hot air. It wouldn't take up any of your fucking height.
Right.
And you could pump it right into a charcoal filter or into, like we've talked about, another tent that's in the off cycle that needs a, you know, how mine do operate from one to the other. Same thing like that, you know what I mean? So it wouldn't be, you know, it would be helping out your ventilation, your air circulation, sucking the cool air from the bottom up through the top, and it wouldn't hinder your light ability, hanging your light at all. Yeah, that'd be awesome for tents right there.
Well, that's the purpose of it. I'm gonna take it and just run it from the top of the tent, run a hose from the top of the tent and put it right up to it. It'll be sucking it right out of the room, right into the attic. It'll just off gas that hot air right out of here. Matter of fact, that should actually That should save on my electricity bill.
Yeah.
If I'm
Having
thinking
to
correct.
cool it loose. Yeah.
Yeah, because if I'm exhausting that hot air out of the house rather than
It's less
blowing
air
it out
that
of the
has to be
tent,
cool.
Yeah.
yeah, it should actually create a better type of a flow
You know,
of air.
here where I'm at back in the day, how I had it, just where it had to be because the vertical height where it could fit was the top floor, or the second story. And I did the same thing. Actually had two exhaust fans, but one was for an air-cooled 1,000-watt light with the air-cooled hood with the glass bottom, and the ducted holes on both sides. But
Gotcha.
that fan blew outside of the tent air right through the light back outside. Right. So that wasn't real, even though it did cause because it wasn't 100% sealed, like glued shut, it did cause a tiny bit of negative pressure inside the tent. But then on top of that, I had what you're going to do. I had that fan on top of the tent, ducted straight to the top of the ceiling, which where I'm at, it's the second floor is the pitched walls, on the top, and then flat
Mhm.
wall. So it was on a duct blowing straight up into that top, not the pitch, the regular ceiling, and that goes straight out of the top into the whatever you want to call that, attics, the
Attic
wall
space,
space.
yeah. The airspace, yeah. The dead airspace. Yeah.
Mhm.
And
that
all
worked
that
really good.
breathes. I mean, if a house doesn't have air breathing through its walls, it's gonna have mildew and everything. So
Right, it
that
worked
stuff
very
can't
good
be,
for us
yeah, that can't
because this
be
was
sealed.
before I, was on. This is either before I even ever knew of VPD or before I considered growing with it. So I was always freaking about, temperatures getting into the 80s, and I was able to, maintain it even though it was on the top floor of the house. So
It's like I live in the attic out here.
right. Well, all the heat rises to the top, so that's the hottest,
Yeah.
stuffiest part of the house. But it did get pretty sketch because we did have a window air conditioner on the front of the house and the back of the house. Right. On the second floor. That's what we did to cool it. And it worked out because my veg space wasn't intense, it was open space. And
Right.
that had a very maintained throughout the winter and summer temperatures because of the heating and the way it was heated and what we were comfortable with. Like I said, the heat rising up to the top and then cooling it from the top, plus the regular central air. So we just had regular central air in basement, main floor, and then our second floor had the two window air conditioners. So it was cooled down to the max in the summer, but that made a very comfortable veg space. It was pretty much maintained around 75 degrees year round. Maybe a 3-degree pitch, 72 to 78 for its highs and lows.
That's respectable, definitely. Well, Eagle, you got things to do?
Yes, sir. I've got a few things to do before I pass out and reset the day. Reset the
Yep.
day. Got some fun outdoor projects I don't want to miss out on this 76-degree day. Holy shit. I can't
Right.
wait to get out in the sun.
Well, you enjoy your day, Eagle. Thanks for having me on, man. Have a good night, gentlemen. Peace, everyone.
Canada
What's up?
Trooper, peace out,
Great
man.
day, brother.
Back to you. All right, then
All right.
I'm gonna.
All right, Johnny and Eagle, thank you. Another fun night of the wormhole. Always great to be here. It's always good company, and I'm happy to have so many cool people in the chat that stick with us. So Thank you, Eagle.
Thank you
And
for coming out, my friend.
no problem. I love it. You know, I'm feeling more and more welcome each wormhole, you know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I want you to feel
Peace
that
out,
way, man.
Johnny.
You're a good additive.
Thank you. Yep. I'm getting good vibes from you and especially everyone else. You know.
Right on, man. Appreciate you.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Peace.
All right, Eagle. Thank you very much.
Johnny,
I really appreciate
you
the
look
shirt.
good in that shirt, by the way.
Yeah,
Hell
I
yeah.
appreciate that shirt. Feels good. It'll be good outside because it'll be nice and light. Won't affect me as much, you know.
I wish you could have landed on your birthday. I wish you could have landed.
That's
on your
okay,
birthday.
man. I really appreciate it. It got here really quick from the time that you said you were sending it, the time it showed up. I mean, heck, Miranda Family Farms, he sent a package to me, and it ended up down in Tennessee somehow. It looked like they almost rolled over it with a forklift, all kinds of crap, man. It was just beat the heck up, man. It just went on the wrong magical mushroom tour, you know.
I'm
But
almost sad. I don't know. There's actually another version of the shirt that's gonna probably come out today, and that hasn't been showed. Only up until, well, probably today. There's only been one person that's had the new version of the shirt, and that has been Lexi. But now there is also another version that's landed for a few out there.
oh heck yeah,
And
man.
there is a pink. That's the back. That's the front. Well, that's front, back of. There's a pink ladies version now. So
That's sweet.
and
That's sweet.
a few people got some that probably landed today. So and there's Miss Chicha B and a few others got a few coming their way. So
Awesome. That's fantastic, Eagle, man. Spreading that love, man. That's awesome. We nerd for sure, man.
So at least
We really appreciate you, everything that you do. And those I want to do a shout out to Detroit River Rat because that's a really nice gift. That's a really nice gift.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
needed
awesome.
that shit today too, man. It brought a much
Yeah.
needed smile. It was exactly that random act of kindness that I talk about all the time. It was nice too.
Yeah, it's truly a nice thing, man. I'm telling you. Anyways, I want to say peace and love to all the people out in chat. And I can't see chat, obviously. Darn it. I'll get that fixed someday soon here. But anyways, I just want to say thanks, Eagle, man. This is an awesome platform for us to come and chill out, smoke out, learn new things from different people, little nits and bits here and there. And I just I can't say thank you enough. And I will see you later on. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you
See
too.
everybody. Peace and love always.
Good phrase. Great phrase, by the way. Thank you all for tuning in. You know, they thank me, but why does everybody not see the other way? That's the part I don't get. Anyways, thank all of you guys. Let's get to these shout outs. My thank you to you guys. Let's get these things somewhat in order. You think, is there an order? No, there's not. But it does help the rhythm of things. No, in particular order, it just helps with the rhythm. Let's see what I can find to shout out on my way out. What we got here? Yeah, it seems like I heard something today that I wanted to play, but I can't think of it. You would think YouTube would be throwing it out because that's where I heard it. Well, the Merc, I guess. That's good too. Wasn't it? Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for everybody watching me babble. Hope you have enjoyed tonight's conversation. Please join me tonight where my guest will be Midnight Roots. Hopefully we'll be here tonight talking about his products. Well, not so much his products, but frequency, his cannabis, and who knows where we'll go in that conversation. But I guarantee it will be a good one for sure. For sure. Yes. Huge thank you to Detroit where we're at. Like I said, like Johnny was nice enough to point out. I did feel an amazing energy when I held the songs. I know it sounds corny, but man, this is what I speak of. This is one of the cool things about this. This was a gift from somebody who picked out little things that I like, that I cherish. And it's nice enough to send it. Not even know where I get to enjoy the gift I say. Thank you. There you go. All right. Grace Sun Grow 207. You did just miss it. Sorry. But there is replay. Sub Cool, D's House of Dank, Mom Law 710, Scarecrow 420, Green Dome, Boom, Christina MG 89, Unplugged 705, Medical, McGullicuddy, Rick T, The Rebel, The 9207, Fabian, Salinas, Dave Sahir, Tom Spook, Greg Walker, Mendo Dope, T-Dog. T-Dog will be here next Sunday. Dung Beetle, Red Eye, Jedi, Groves, Mother Nature, Justin Conway, Duckweed, Runboy 7426, Justin Gooder, Sean Man, Okie Grower 75, Corey Treble, Michael Wallace, Mo Fisher 420, Who's Your Cat Daddy, Taco, Don Slug, Rick S, In the Bushes 827, Jade Simmons, Kevin Hahn, World's Last Hope, Hats Fan 420, Bio Mentor, Dirt Road Dude, Kenneth Shiva, Woodze, Ramirez, Red Eye Rustler, Dab Goblin, Dr. Buzz Lightyear, Acetone, we miss you. I miss you, brother. 710 Canuck, Ken Queen Genetics, Stabby Tanazi, Fumidor, Dirtman Dan, Keith the Black Sales, Mr. Bozilla, Sim Premium Gardens, Rasta Bob, Rasta Jeff, of course, the EO Crew, Thursdays, 9 o'clock. So Rude, Small Tube, Tyler, Frosty Buds, North Michigan Micro, Ouija Buds, Stuff D Roy, Big Jar Grows, JC, Modern Genetics, SoCal Weeder, John, Last PPG 15. Green County Gucci Grower, CJ Apple, Perfectly Imperfected, Dollar Tree Growers, CJ RT1 Productions. Thank you, my friend, for that awesome tune. Was it that Dollar Tree? Oh, it was Dollar Tree. Sorry for the fucking talk shit with Eagle song. Dink Grower, DOA Grow Mix. Of course, we miss you, brother. Miss Nudie Grows. I grew some Johnny Cannaseed. Shout out to you, brother. Nutrient Shootout. Snotty Nicky, Zoe and Slammer. Pixel Monkey, St. Bernard's Observation Boost. Clover 420. I Spy Aldrich 25. Miss Madam T. Been missing chat. Sue Moo, Mo Grower. The Candy Crate. Loki Grows. Sus to this guy. Burton 79. Polish Hammer. Midwest Outlaws. 31, Voodoo Ultras, Fresno Nerds, Cali Connections, Wolverine Grown, Big Jar Grows, Jimmy One for Life Play, Wayback Farmer, D-Block, MMP, Nations Creations, Amber Lalane, Psychedelic Warlock Artist, LD, Sir Sicky, Rob, Big Day 420, Brent Window, Big Ed 1961, Manawata G3, The Green Click, J&K, Triple G, Mr. Sprinkler, Brittany and Tyler Teasley, Hope Farms, Lisa G, John, Be Too Crazy For You, BG, WG420, Dr. Bodswell, Purple Thumb OG, Arthro, Sons Amelia, Arthro, Just Space 420, Beach Ghost Grower, Sir How, Trey Malone, Keep It Real, Handkerchief 420, Subs Up and Audit Everywhere, BT, WD Grows, Bingus, thank you for popping in, Green Puffin Man, the Export Chef Life, School of Crop, Cuz I Love It, Green Mountain Grower, Southwest Okie, Real 100, 212, Andy Man, Miranda Family Farms, Page Farms, Be All Flower. Thank you again, Miranda Family Farms, for the donations of the seeds, the poster, slaps. I'm going to be sending a t-shirt your way as well as a thank you. Please get with me for the size if you hear this. Who else? We're at Page Farms, Me All Flower, Ryan Henderson, Green 13, Noob Seba Wins, Kingdom Macapondex, Indra, Michigan Native, Mary Jane Med Garden, Streamer 77, Double D, Bad Bunny Nutrients, Mr. Green Pots, Mr. Green Nugs from 619-664, Spaniard Kruger, Jones, and Grow, Papa G Grows, Raz Amy Drove Grows, Cass, The Grow From Your Heart Podcast, Lily Luna, The Green Med Flock, Churn by Miranda, Stony Creek, The Lost Art, Mr. No One, Miss LG420, Giant Mike, Prometheus Soil, Jason ISO, P Win, David Colby, Mason 662, Scroggy McScroggerton, the fourth, Goddess Grows, Kaylee, Chad and Brad Family Farmers, Polly P. Fjord, Kevin Jodry, Mike Poncho, Jay Huggins, UDA, Green Tree Hunter, Kush Cloud, Joshua Steensland, or Organic Home Buds, Warren Nelson, Cam Wood, Maine Mystic, Show Love Always, Kelly Stone, Texas OG, Chuck Norris, Sarge S, Claire Fresno, Happy Guy, Dan the Indoor Man, Gromies, Homies, Hamilton, Gross, Clip Smoke, Canastone Flag, PA, Canna Stone, Canna Flag, PA, that is, Big High 710, Eugene Greenleaf, Ace Drew, Hustle, Fred Dark, Conlos, North Arizona, Grow 420, No Sellout, Jesse White, Costain, Yeti, Introvert Genetics, So J, Vixen, Robin, Killer 8 Mo, James Buttercreek, C Dub from NorCal, The Pharmacy Seed Bank, Deadhead, Smokey 616, Curtis Mahan, Matt Morin. So you shower with? Not you. Matt, Rick Haven, Stephanie Dorr. This ad should be over now. What do we get next? Ooh, Fake Love by Martin. Good tune right there. And Tennessee Fab Carries K, Mike Rubles of Drew Bear 420, Maxi 751, Lawrence Gonzalez. I'm glad you got that shirt, brother. Who else we got here? Slow to Get Up, Stu Moo, Popco 719. Stu Moo. Big with Shake Baby, Old Smoke, PWC, Grown Buds, Laura Wash, Mr. Weed Blunt, Old School, Grower, Chad Westport. Shout out to you, my friend. Congratulations on your project, brother. For real. Honcho Grown, Florida Nugs, My Little Piece of Heaven, Punch It, Sound Seeds, Goliath Grower, Richard T, Chrissy Wannabe, Mr. Soul, Food Spectrum, Gone God, Lori Hanson, Real 2,000 Years of Tradition, Mr. D. Conley, Pimp Jam, Make Bodie Face, Show Me Sasquatch, Fuck Google and You, I'm Going Well, Canadian Restore, Poor Dirt Farm, Call Right, Sefter, Humble Farm, Stannery Farm, Seldom Seen, Old Park Gardens, Hell, 79782, Skunky Packs, Martial Artist 2012, Micro Slave Hefner, Danny McDizzle, Medically Fit, KGB, Robert, Mr. Green Fingers, Motherfucking Toncho, Thomas, Robert, Mr. Green Fingers, Motherfucking Thomas, period. Rancho Costa Plenty, but that's what they would sound like if you blended the two. Monkey Balls, Andrew Champlin, Bobby Lynn Means, Trench Digger, Mr. Mac, Tony Like Blown and Bill S. Wheat Piece, Tater Delicious, 2,000 Years of Tradition, Minty, Country Roots, Huron Fire Genetics, Earth Creeper, Big Ray 420, Teeny 101, Buds and Hasters, Mr. Club 14, Bearded B-Man Farm 616, Snall Up North, Max Scroom and Ruby, Timothy McKimmons. Or Kimmins. I don't know how I'm suddenly fucking that up. Neo, Jesse Bean, Chronic 88, Fat Belly, Real, Jennifer Seal, Kimbus 03, Turf Farmers, Shannon Stevens, Carlitos, Latinos, Gator Country, Mr. Speed, Wolfstein, Firesaw, Wally Wookie, The Goddess Grows, Ross and Bob, White Feather Grows, man, pop in. So hopefully you are seeing this fucking Tiger Green King grow, man. I'm loving this strain so far. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Burning Shrooms, Tone Grows, they popped in yesterday, hopefully watching today as well. The K-Man Grows, BX Gunner 81, Smith Dude, New Grows, Sean McCann, Jay Monks, Dank Agenda, Wawa Canna Grow, Fall Dog, Huron Cannabis Council, the list of Paris Rock Fam, Justice Smith, 420 Bin, Fresh Grow, Thriving Herbs, High Boy, Your Mailman Grows, Weeby Growing, Australian Growing, Love for the Plant, Argo American, Smart Poker, Unfrozen Caveman, Hawaii's Highest, Surfcraft, Micro Goon, Jeff Lowenfields, Mobius Grows, Dank, Brownies, Dan D, Elliot Harkins, Mystic Flavor, The Foraging Gardener, Overwater Overkill, Seattle Steve, Shadow Warrior, Valley Green 514, Amelia Jensen, Oz Indica, Dr. NJ Coco. Please help him get his account back. Brandon Russ, Matthew Gates, D's Bags, Drone Star, Shotgun Willie, Dank, Yoda, Jay Simmons, Sure Bro Gross, Clackamas Cool, DJ Conley, Aaron the Grower, Light 1978, Michigan Grown Buds, Your Boy Roy Boy, Delta 9, Jay McDaniels, Clackamas 420, Stinky Colas, Dylan Stein for PFC Farms, Husky Garden, Sun Grown 707, Where You Been? J8 Dro, J420, Cascadian Grow, Tito's McGee, Four Plants 8, Weedworks, Captain Scrog, Skunk Bud, Cons Warrior, Jackie Young, Terry Lee Live, McGaster Tempe, Andy N, The Urge, Green Jr., Leon from All Purpose Plus, Green Goose, 11 Smiles, 11, Bindu Buds, Micro Rasta Plenty, 311 Mix Up, Kinder Gross, Evergreen, G's Friend, Tree, MMJ, Matt S, Save Ball, Dragonfly Beat, Justin Med, Travis Wells, Lucky Mike, Seattle Chronic Seeds, King Chronic, Titan from Blessed Coast, Seeds, Shingo Gas, Babasso for Life, John Smith, Tommy Tricos, Poker King, Raz, Pop Little Slow Roll, Spiky Pilot, Oscar Green Jr., Matt Steelbird, Indo 11, Stephanie B, Shark Bully 989, Brown, Southern Garden, Sonar Nation 420, Joe Y, Bugs 1313, Grower, Painted Lady, Frank Booth, Jay Myers, Mid, Did Chat, Mr. Manny D, Bagsy, Dr. DGC, Jeff Shredder 911, Dutch Gross 420, Scallywag 420. Skillbo 1, Medgrower 1, commercial again, and skip. Medgrower 1's easy enough place to leave off. Empire Breeding Code for Growley, Lost Leaf, Liam Mass, Sandy Danko, B Bear 7, Alley, Noble, CK, Charmin, Trinidad, Looney Jester, Smoking with, Small Town, Tim S, Mr. Lazy, Rafter Grows, Rob, Automation is Freedom, Robert Hazelton, Drawer, Michigan Core, Double Tap Farms, Mr. Green Thumb 420, 808, Rooting Prospects, Cannon Bus Driver, Hayden Life, Kenny 710, Operation Grows, T-Ben, TM 420, 696, Mood Nuts, Dr. Scrambles, and Hammered Emails. I can't forget that. Been there, but I ain't all night. BB Moonrock, GHFWJ, Bio Green, Stealth Grower 56, Hanky, Stanky 420, OG, KP, Ganja Nana, Your Mama, Georgia Joe, Roy Rodriguez, Beat Growing, Nature's Best Nuts, Killer Beat Grows, Ganja Wizard, Husky Yards, Nut Tree 420, Dr. Who, Soil for Life, Bully for Life, the Jeffro 420, Dr. Franklin, Booty, Speed 698, Goddamn on Big Ted's Test. Fat Boy Jack Greenstock 420, 420, Boom Farms, Charlie Farms 420, Aldridge 25, Charlie's Farm. I don't know why I said it twice. Smiley's Gardens, JD's. Thank you for popping in. Always a pleasure, Smiley. JD's. Miss these nugs. We miss you. I miss you. Please pop in and let us know you are okay. Smoking Grove for Adrian Rokoski, Twisted Roots, Faded Farm 420, Jeff Jarowski, Genetic Memory Farms, Evolve 420, Cameron, Mr. Bagsid, Jill Carter, Mystic March, Mystic Grower, Ginger Snaps, DTE, Rose, Rick Wolf, DLP 2372, Ned Denver, Mike Denver, Sergeant Pepper 420, Kenny Trooper, Blind Cat 420. Light up again, Tim. Thank you. I'm so glad you popped in. Hopefully, life is treating you well, my friend. UKSIF 420, Buddha Boy, Devin Chipwreck, Medical MJ, Budville, USA, Resurrection Prophet, Chris Martinez, Dateman Dan, Dateman 420, Red Setter Farms, Good Life, Joni Bell, Teacher B, Miss Most Hated Grower, the Major General 420 Army. You've been missing in the morning comments, my friend. The American one, W Digger 714, Shirates, Kinios, and Nights, Mountain Skies, ready to hit that hot fire. Chris Mertz, Ian, Save Robbie, Sergeant Live, Peppa Faye Cam, Finger Lakes, Fireman's, Ridge Patch, Dozer Moon, Southern BT Grower, Choose Medical, Jerbear, Plus One, Mushroom, Secret City Pioneers, My Little Tent, 242 Spacewalker, Christian, Tree Mump, T Barrington, Heart and Soul Homegrown, Mike B, T Dwayne, East Coast Will, Heidi Day, Galactic Gardens, John Smith, Elliptus, My Natural Farms, Pacific Northwest Seeds, Ross, Kyle, Paul, Lemon, Hoko, shout out to you both, Trench, Rita's Juice Life, Mike Richard, 420, Grant Manu, Mary Bond, Sammy Sizzle, 81, 9-inch Coals, Chris Moe, DK Trades, Vision Crew, Vision Creator Guru, Decime Brew, Cannon Nation, J Wires, Wob Woppy, Sean Binns, Rescue Ready, Roadside LLC, Notorious Nugs, Magma Seeds, Father and Son, Trimming Tutorials, Dub T Dank, Jose Martin Perez, Doggo the Hut 420, Buck, Cheapo Man, GR 420, Community Videos, Detroit River Rat. Thank you, my friend, again, man. I love that shit. It's a perfect gift. Very thoughtful. Much. Thank you. Seriously. Nice commercial. Yeah, that just happened. It's fucking over. That is fucking over. Oh my God. Luis Garcia, Michael P. AJ every day. Playing 420 men growing. Cookies Coop. Jay Kendricks. In for the backwards, all good. Sally Mansell. Adam Skankin. Chanel Simpsons. One Smoke Away. Ganja Roach. Kazoo. Aaron Burning Troops. Mr. Lincoln Stinking. Angel Studios, MG, the 420 Grow Tent, Paul Diella, John Fleming, Dankbits, Chemo F Sky will be here on the 16th. That is fucking hilarious. Wally P, Fibro Flower, Seldom Seen, Elevated, Ellie, Lenny Orgale, Sunman, Chiba, Sunny, Jeff Popalik, Ricardo Sosa, Dan J, Earth Friendly Farming, Candy Forest Farmer, fuck all that be, Misfit Farmer, Jason Line 512, Snake Eyes, Northern 446, Jason Greystone, Baker, Stony Baker MD, Stony Creek, Russ Zion, French Dweller, Tarzan Superman, Old Man Hermit Hash. I can't wait to get through this so I can smoke and laugh about this. Freebird, Mo Grower, Matty Gar, Simple Man, Survival Time, Tim Blake, Ghost Chronic, Stick Fat, Caballero, Polito, Harley Grower, sorry, Caballero, Jen God, Jason Line 512, Steve Condricks, Ted Kendricks, Property Maintenance, Sharpie, The Island Haze, Scuba Steve Speaks, JR Ream, Randy Cave, Steve Conley, Steve Collins, TCDR, Claire Killian, Wardrobe Farming, Randy Grande, Pip 1000, Ace Food 3223, Wake Up, Captain Freedom B, Pumper Smiles, 50 Digits, Michigan Ganja Mood, Fred G, Super Bob. The jokes are just rolling through my head, by the way. Richard Forbes, David Pomenta. I'm so sorry. I know I'm fucking that up, David. I'm sorry. Before P-Funk, Nick T, John Reach, What About Bob, Chris, Patty, Daniel Bergman, Green Puffin Man, B, Dungley, James Chung, Sarge Gross 818, John Wig, Carolina Root, Sister Golden Hair, Deanna, El Dancarino, KNF Gardens, Blank 1030, Choose One, Only Feet, Faded, Farmer, James, Crypto Dope, Richard Lamb, One More Time, HIP Grower, Matt Javine, Dan Marino, Maine, Chronic Wonder, Surprise, Bro, Top Floor Genetics, Smoke Vision 420, Can2 Cannabis, Jess Fisher, My Dog Nelia, Rooster, Alex Hardy, Hardy Gear, One and the Same, Medi Cropper, Daniel Gross, Photos, Mitten Grow Med, Sunrise Grows, Lexi, Brittany, Koo, My Baby Girls, No Limit 916, Grumpy Toad, Alchemistin, Canamix, Soil-borne addiction, Ross Joe, Alex D, Dirty Or Catfish, High Power, Thunder Dan, Propagation Station, John McDaniels, Lisa Marie, Surge Grows 818, again for the heck of it, Blaze Daily, Fried Piper, Perpetual, Eagle, Proud Warrior, again, still think that's a setup, Sarah Smiles for you, Frank Usada, the Dank Duchess, I'm sorry, Duchess, I fuck that up every time, Kino, Kelly Maxwell, Captain 420. Stink Fat. What about Bob? Ill Justin 420. Pop Shrooms. John Gorowski. Dugan. Gangsta, that is. THE 4. PTSD. T Barrington. Honcho Grown. Swamp Cat. I'm not even. Chad tried to help me with that one yesterday, and I'm not even gonna try it. Best of because John Doe, Mr. Randy D, Canifari, 420 Abnormal, Franklin Gorilla, Bare Feet, J Brent 74, CK Brown Guy 420, Pachyderm 420, Burning Tree, Maine EA, Gray Sun, Grow 207, Hydro Daily, Hemp with GG, Jamie Ream, Supreme Grape, Stony Rockefeller, Caveman Cannabis. Of course, last but not least, Wheatus 207. Cheddar Bob, nice to see you, my friend. I'm glad you're here. A little late, but I'm still glad to see you. You guys know the deal. This is the end of your journey for your day. Please get some rest. If this is the beginning of your day, please get out there and have an awesome day. Make it a very prosperous day. Please, 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 most definitely try to do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. They do change people's life, and the littlest things do help. That right there is something I will see every day, and it will bring a smile to my face every night before I sit here, because that's where they are, right here under my screen. I can't help but look at them and smile every evening when I do it. Thank you so much, all of you. It doesn't take this, by the way. Please don't feel it. It's not. That was an amazing, amazing thing that happened. But this is much on the other foot. You guys are amazing. Nonetheless, tuning in, being a part of this, it does not happen without you guys. You guys are the heart and soul of this thing. That's why I shout out each and every one of you guys every night, because I am grateful for this, you, and everything that happens here. Much love. Please do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives.